Hello, everyone, and I almost said my old channel intro. Welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming. Welcome to Swindler's Den and the Mythic Odysseys of Theros. Oh my gosh, we're getting hit with the subs already. Thank you so much. But yes, Mythic Odysseys of Theros, March Moot Mayhem, which means every week this month. Every month this week. Oh, it's gonna be a long one. Every week this month, we are playing Moot, usually every other week, so this is some extra special for you guys. And on top of that, we've already mentioned it. We do a thing for this series where if you guys donate 5 subs or 500 bits collectively, then a major act for the subs or a minor act for the bits happens. Of course, that's not something that's required for this. It's just extra putting on the top of the whole campaign that you guys get to see. We've had a lot of cool things happen already because of it, so thank you so much for all of that support that you've already done. Few quick little baby announcements. I don't think anything major is going on other than, of course, the major fact that we have 2 amazing shows on this channel outside of Theros. We have on Sundays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, The Dragon of Icespire Peak, run by Tommy Taco. And on Mondays, we have Amoris, the homebrew campaign that is also at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, run by Equa. It's not funny, but I say he's a good DM, so that's all that matters. Other than that, am I missing anything, Grizz? Do we need to announce anything else while I get these subs down? Oh,
Little secret projects. We got a little tucked away in a little blanket hidden in a cave.
Yes. We'll do a quick. Is Grizz muted?
Sorry, the chat said you're muted.
You must be muted, yeah.
Wow.
You
know what? You guys don't get to know now.
No, they don't get to know. All they get, the only information they got now is a secret little project tucked away under a blanket in a cave. That's all they'll get to know.
That's all you get to know. But I did forget to mention all subs and bits count as double during March Mayhem. There's 2 bits from Nisa right there. Thank you. So we are already up. We had 1 major act and 1 minor act from last time. We are already up to 3 major acts and 1.5 minor acts currently. So thank you guys so much already. We haven't even gotten started. But speaking about getting started, I want to announce my players first because look at these guys. Look how cute they is. We're only halfway through this campaign, and these guys have been amazing so far. I'm so glad I got all of them with me. And speaking of, let's announce them because I'll keep saying that in different ways. Let's start with DrPhage.
I am DrPhage. Previously, I played Sparks, the Satyr Rogue, who sadly left us last session. Now I am playing Dyrim, the Human Monk. Super excited to be playing a new character tonight.
Yeah, we have Grizlocke.
Hello, I am Grizlocke, and I play the Mighty Igor.
I broke the order, but next is Bumble.
All right, hey, it's me, your boy Bumblescum, a.k.a. Slime Basher, a.k.a. Brain Daddy, a.k.a. Crit, the Unsavaged.
I thought he was the Unshooketh.
The Unshooketh. And
the Unfazed.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Mine's better.
And last but not least, the glue that's holding these kids together, it's Cam.
Hi, I'm AbnormalChemist, and I play our cleric satyr, Amelia.
Yeah. Last time, guys, we started mid-combat. They had defeated the Medusa once, and they had to do it again. It got pretty dicey as she was able to animate some of the statues that she had been keeping within this temple of Nylea that she had taken over. And it was down to the wire. We had 3 heroes down, 1 encased in stone, as Igor, the one who was encased in stone, was approached through his mind palace by Mogus, the god of slaughter, who gave him the strength to be able to get out of the stone and complete the fight with the Medusa, which unfortunately during that time Sparks did in fact pass away, and they attended to that funeral by bringing him back to the Skull of Vale, the home of the satyrs, where they were able to lay him to rest. After that, they had to continue on their way to complete their journey, so they headed north towards the Tri-Spires of the Elders, found within a mountain range that I can't be bothered to look at currently because it's on a different page than the one I have open. And as they approached the nearest spire, a large bird of flame flew over the top of them, which they were able to determine by looking back into their memory banks of the books they've read that it was the elder known as the Scholar who rested upon the mountain called the Phoenix Stairs. So they made their way up to the top to see if they could get any knowledge from him. And upon arriving into his infinite library, they met Dairim, the monk, and they conversed with the Scholar, and Dairim learned more about the other two elders, the Sentinel and the Queen. Sentinel being long since passed, and the Queen being at the Winter's Heart, the furthest mountain to the north. And we actually joined them there as the Scholar had just said he was going to retire for the evening as he fell into the pit of lava that is in the middle of the room, and left our party to discuss their next plans and have their way around the library.
Well, that was a dramatic exit.
Yes. Well,
If you'll excuse me for a moment, I will have my way around the library.
Have fun!
I say that we, when we're feeling up to it, we go to the second mountaintop there, look for the Sentinel's armory. Perhaps we can find something there to trade with the Queen.
Were we not going to trade your spear?
Well,
Was
look,
that not?
you know, if it comes to it, I will do this, but it's not first option.
All right, I suppose.
I mean, who would I be to give away the present from the gods, you know? It's not
Yeah, but it's almost as though you got the present specifically to give to the Queen. Does it not seem too coincidental?
I will ask my god, who has been in close contact with me as
Has he? I was going to say, has he been reaching you? I'm sure you talk daily the way you talk about him.
Of course, yes, every day.
What was his name?
Son of a bitch. You do not know of Heraclos.
Oh, right, of course. Sorry, he's one of the new gods.
So is that spear from Heraclos then?
No, this is from Heliod.
Interesting.
It is his father, correct? Baka?
No.
That is not what I said. That is not his father.
Arabos is Heracles' father. Heliod is the sun god and thinks of himself as the king of the gods, but isn't quite thought of that way by all the other gods. He's like Zeus if Zeus wasn't actually the boss, but thought he was.
Okay, I think that's why I got confused.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yes, it seems as though we've been getting help from... Well, it seems as though Yegor has been getting help from many, many gods on our journey. Probably most predominantly from his own, correct?
That would be right. I appreciate the gifts that Kerametra and Heliod have given me, but it is Heraclos that I get my strength from. Definitely.
You all are certainly an interesting bunch, it seems like.
You're the one that wants to tag along. That makes you weird.
It's a potential opportunity, and it seems you attract interesting things based off of what you've already said. And I enjoy seeing interesting things. You attract interesting things based off of what you've already said.
What's going on?
I enjoy seeing...
Double audio.
No.
Sorry, guys. I was getting some double audio feedback here. We're good now.
Oh, cute. Did you say cute?
Yeah, that's my new thing.
So, what's your name?
Oh, you can call me Dyram. And you are?
Amelia. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Amelia.
I am Igor.
Pleasure.
Crit has been like yelling all of this from like various books that he's at like on the shelves nearby. Like he's not actually staying next to you guys. So he probably doesn't realize that you guys are because he's just been shouting out things. He doesn't probably realize you're asking everyone's names at the moment because he's nose deep in a book. Have you seen this one? It's about a seahorse.
That's Ukrit.
He's very loud.
I think books distract him.
It's fair. Did say he was one of those thinking types. They are normally easily distracted by books.
That makes sense.
So how long have the three of you been on this mission from the god?
I like to think that since the day I was born, God's had big plan for me.
How long has Amelia been with the group now? Traveling from...
Amelia, so you went from Oroscos to Skull Vale. It's been like probably 5-6 days for Amelia.
5, 6 days? Something like that. It hasn't been very long.
Oh, so this is a new thing.
For me, I was the newest until you.
Well, I don't know if that's saying a lot. We'll keep calling you the newest until we reevaluate in the future.
Yeah, working with us comes with perks, bonuses.
Based off what you've said before, also death.
Yes.
Yes, we have had 3 people die on us.
3?
Yes, I'd forgotten.
Yes.
We had another one with us for a bit, but
It is touchy subject.
I see.
it was not that touchy. It was just Mayapple.
Please excuse my friend.
He's a thinking type.
I hate you so much right now.
It's been like over a week.
He's over it.
Oh boy.
So you spoke of going to the Sentinel's Mount. Do you have, when you were planning on going there, obviously your friend could spend probably the rest of his life in this library and be content.
As soon as we are rest up. Yes?
Sounds good to me. I mean, traveling up and down a mountain is not, the easiest thing. Even with hoof feet.
This is very true.
I would think that you would be very skilled at this.
I grew up in a forest.
Racist. I don't know. I don't have hooves. I don't know how to feel about it. Is it easy for you? You have hooves as well.
Yes, but I don't want to get into big thing about it. But I hear goats are good at scaling mountain, and big
Just
goats.
because we have the same type of hooves doesn't make me a goat.
Yes, of course not. That's not what I mean. But You know, I am big Minotaur, you know, half of me is ox, and I still bump heads with things, use my horns.
Okay, I kind of did that to you too. I forgot.
Can I make an investigation check to see what kind of things I think might live in the mountains that we might come across on our way there?
Yeah, roll an investigation. Or nature, whatever you want to shoot.
I got a 12 on investigation.
You know that there's gonna be your typical, like, mountain goats and big cats and things of that sort. As far as monsters go, you aren't entirely sure what would be this far north, especially because this starts to get to the area of lands beyond Theros, where things are coming from there.
Yeah.
So you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
But there could be new monsters that you would see, possibly.
Okay. I slammed the book closed. All right. It seems as though we're ready. I'd put it back in. I was just studying up on what we might find in these mountains, and, well, as much as nice as the story about the seahorse was, it didn't really give a whole lot of information. But I do think it might just be goats and big cats. Not unlike myself, but more savage and on feet, all four of them. Don't have a brain within them.
That reminds me, I've got a question for you. Why are you called unsavaged? I don't get it.
Well, it's because I've been unsavaged.
Were you ever
You've
savage?
seen the way they live in... You see the way they live in Oroscos? The most savaged of them all. Don't even view the gods. Live under blankets made out of woven grass, probably. You could probably buy the whole village with just a handful of dirt.
Dirt's valuable. It
I think,
is. If it's good dirt, you can grow pretty things in it, and it makes tasty food.
I'm sure it does.
He has point.
Just saying. I don't understand you. Okay.
Well, I'm ready to go whenever you all are. Got quite the hike. Oh, do you have winter gear?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes, I climbed this mountain as well.
Well, this mountain is a volcano. You don't need winter gear for this one.
Isn't there snow out of game? Isn't there snow outside anyways?
No. So you haven't seen any snow yet, but you did say that you had winter gear when we introduced Irem. So yes, you do have it, but you do look at the rest of these guys. Amelia has appropriate furs. The rest of them kind of have like makeshift capes and cloaks made out of a bunch of different furs that are satyr size. So
Yeah.
But the Igor's fur already.
Yeah. We need a little bit more, so we have patchwork coats.
Yes, I wasn't sure what climate I would be coming to the north here, so yes, I'm prepared to travel in the winter.
Oh, good.
Good news.
So else you'd be having to pay yourself for treatment of frostbite or something.
Certainly a possibility.
Did you say that you are a doctor?
Of sorts, yes.
Is it the healy kind? You know, get boo-boo, you just make better?
Yes. I wouldn't kiss it, per se. It's not how it works, but...
It is good. We need someone like you.
That's why I offered my services.
All right. As fun as this to let you have
I
this.
feel like we
awkward
talked about this
conversation.
all. It feels like we talked about this very recently, yet so far in the past. I'm glad we reassembled what we were talking about.
Another act of the gods. Thank you, Nisa. So you guys start heading out of this library of the Elder, and make your way back down the mountain and off into the mountain range. It's hard going because it's very mountainous. You do have encounters every once in a while, but as this is more about the boss battles than anything else, you guys beat them in different fashions.
Nice.
For those viewers, that is implied that they are actually beating things along the way. We just don't do it because we want to get to the good stuff. Different kind of campaign than you're used to. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. But
Good thing we fought so many monsters along the way. We all leveled up twice.
Yeah,
not that
great.
It is canon now.
But
We
you
fought
guys,
so many things they were hardly worth my time. I don't even remember what we fought.
you guys make your way towards the next spire, the spire of the Sentinel, which is also known as the Empty Eye. As you get closer, this mountain seems to be shrouded in darkness. There's you can see clouds circling the peak at the top, and it seems very desolate, like nothing has been here for many years. And you start making your way up that mountain. As you do so, though, you get about halfway, and you're making your way on a ridge on the side of the mountain, and suddenly the ground below you starts to get very warm. The ground begins to tremble a little bit, and rocks start falling above you as the clouds begin to part above you as well. And through the clouds, an enormous face starts to appear. On his head, there's a giant golden helm with two spikes that come forward and a large crescent that comes out the back of the helm. And you can see that down his very muscular chest, that helm seems to be melting, and bronze is pouring down it. And down his arms, it looks like bronze is melting on his arms as well, as he opens the clouds and looks down at all of you. Mortals.
Hello?
Yes.
Does he look familiar from a story?
From a story, possibly, yeah. If you want to do a religion or a history check for me, anybody can do this.
21.
21?
I know all. Come on now.
I know my gods.
I got this ready. Yes.
Oh gosh. Dyram.
Dyram, this hasn't happened to you yet. You were very thrown off by this, but this is run of the mill for the rest of these guys. They've been sucked up into vines and visited in their dreams and killed in their dreams and all of this stuff. But yes, the rest of you would know that this is Perforos. He is the god of the forge, and he's one of the 5 major gods, along with Heliod, Nylea. Let's see if I can remember him. The ocean god. Thassa, which is the ocean goddess, and there is another one Arabos, obviously, god of the underworld. So yeah, he has just parted the clouds in front of you and addressed you all.
Hello.
How can we
bows her
help
head
you?
politely.
I hear you have been sent on a quest by the gods. You've helped my brother Heliod as
Yes. I have his spear.
Igor awkwardly holds the spear of Heliod to Perforos. Oh yes, it's a fine weapon. I forged it myself.
It's fine
Well,
craftsmanship.
Thank you. I've come to ask you of for some help in a quest as well.
Oh, it's a little awkward, but we're kind of on our way somewhere.
Let me look at the schedule. We might be
What
able
is
to
it
pencil you in.
Last time we kind of went on a quest for someone else. Well, we were sent back several days, and well, one of our teammates, one of our co-workers passed, and all we got out of it was our 20th spear. I'm not so sure.
Ukrit.
What?
Ignore him. What do you need?
This is...
Some of you are familiar with what happened in Akros, I believe.
The Titans? Or not the Titans, the Giants.
Yes. Direham, you would know that this happened. You don't know. You weren't there for it. I don't think Amelia would know just because she's a little more isolated than everybody else. Yes. My Colossus did its job and protected the polis, but they are in dire need of repairs.
What?
And everybody froze for me.
I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but I've not heard it. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but I could not hear you for a bit of that.
Yes, everybody froze for me as well. I don't know what you missed, so I'll say
Polis
it again.
was protected by his...
Yes,
Colossus.
By the Colossus.
Colossus
And it needs
protected
repairs.
was able to drive off the giants, but they need repairs, and the Forge Master there needs some materials to help re-equip their army. If you were to go to that forge and help her with what she needs, that would be a great... I'd be in great debt to you.
Do you know... do you have like a list of things, or...
You would have to go to her.
Go to her. Okay. Yes, you wouldn't know. Oh, alright. Well... Trying to think. Would it be on the way back, going to Akros? Or would we go...
Not directly on the way to Melites, but it'd probably be like a day's journey out of your way.
Okay. Ooh.
Kinda
I'll
like-
tell you what. We'll see how this goes. And then we've got very important business in Melites. Perhaps on our way back, if we find there's a little bit of time left, we're on a big timer. We might be able to. We'll put a pin in it.
All right. As a sign of good faith, I will give you this gift as well.
I hope it's a
okay.
spear.
Another spear.
He is going to look at each of you and sees that Amelia is carrying a mace. He'll hold out his giant, reach his giant hand from the sky down to you, Amelia. May I see that for a minute?
Oh, okay. And she just holds it out.
He'll pull it back up into the sky.
Well, now she doesn't have a weapon.
Looks at it for a second, waves his hand over it, and then reaches it back down to you and hands it to you. And when you grab it, it almost feels warm to the touch. Yes, I've empowered your weapon with the power of the forge. And mechanically, you get a D8 on a fire damage on top of your mace now.
Sweet.
So there you go, chat. There's a 2-for-1, a major and a minor. How about that?
Ooh.
How about that for efficiency?
Thank you very much.
Thank you in advance. If you don't do this task, I will be taking my gift back.
I'm kind of holding my spear up, but mine.
Chris,
You've gotten enough.
Igor. I hadn't said my name in long enough. Igor. You don't.
Yes.
The more you add on top of that spear, the less likely you're going to be to give it away.
You're right. Perhaps instead of spear, I use I pull out my other thing.
Your pike.
My other spear. My pike, yeah.
Yeah, don't you have 2 godly spears?
One is gifted with Karametra's power, yes.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll see which one she wants. And then you can maybe ask for it to be bound in fire after we're done. If you still have one left.
You're
Yes.
gonna be a porcupine after this, just scary. Spears around on his back. Yeah, with that, he will retreat back into Nyx. So you got your little bit of a incentive and a new quest that you could possibly do if you would like. So don't look scared next time I try and open the heavens to you. All right, you guys continue your climb. I assume. I don't know if you just give up on this climb after that.
Before we do, I just look at the other 3 and this is normal.
Yes, pretty much.
Yes?
Okay.
Mhm.
Apparently.
Yes, I am friends with all sorts of gods. There's Karametra, there's Heraclos, there's Heliod.
They always come calling when they need something to do for us. But no, they can't just come say hi. It's always quest this, mission that. Never once do they sit down and go, hey, why don't we sit down for a nice brunch? Talk about philosophy for a while. Here's a building you could stay in.
A lot, or at least I think I did.
See?
I speak to her all the time. It's not always words back, but I know she's there.
Interesting. Don't have quite as.
And me and Heraclos, we travel the world together. Yeah. Good times.
Well, you did once.
Yes.
Now you guys just talk like pen pals, right?
Right, but someday we will see each other again. Someday I will become god like him, and we will go on godly quest together.
I'm sure.
So you guys are summer camp friends, and now you're just keeping in touch and trying to keep that same fun going that you had for a while you were doing stuff.
I think the relationship meant more to Igor than it did.
Oh, so he was that side of the friendship.
Yes. We've talked to many gods on this journey. Never once was it Heracles.
Interesting.
So you guys make your way up the mountain, shit talking Igor the whole way. Relationship with his god. And soon you get to the top, and it's even quieter than the rest of the journey has. There's been falling of rocks and things, but it almost seems like a dead space up here. And as who's in the lead, do we think?
Probably Igor.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, as Igor puts his hands on the very top, there's a ridge that lines the peak of the mountain, where you can assume that's where the Sentinel hung out to watch over the lands of Theros. Igor you can see the camera looks from the ledge. You see the hands come up of Igor as he pulls himself over the ledge. And Igor, in front of you, you see a enormous skull that has 2 silver horns coming out of the top of it, and then you can see the rest of the body almost embedded into the rock as it goes back, and it seems like the back end of it has fallen off the side of this mountain.
I believe we have found the skeletal remains of the Sentinel.
Interesting. He was big.
Amelia's gonna start growing flowers and putting them down at the base of the skull. Or just do her little prayer.
Are there any all bone fragments?
That's the same thing I was gonna ask.
Smaller bone fragments. Yeah, towards the back where the heck is it called? What are the hip bones called? the pelvis bone has like fallen off, as well as the legs. Like they tumbled down the mountain. There's like bits and pieces towards the back end of it where they had broken off.
I'm just gonna like casually, well, not even casually, just purposely make my way over there, scoop up some bone fragments, put them in a little pouch, and be like, "Could be useful. It's the bone of an elder."
I'm also gonna scrape some stuff off and put them in a baggie.
Amelia
You don't
doesn't
know
do
what
it.
kind of magic you can pull off with things like this.
It is true, but we should not desecrate the remains of a giant beast. Giant, sort of god. Not really.
That's why I didn't break any bones. I only took some that were already broken.
Me with a chisel. What? You did? Oh, yes. I pick up some that were already loose. Well, if we weren't meant to take some of his bones, why would we find them?
This
To do right by them?
To do right by them. Use them for the advancement of all of Theros, yes.
Hmm.
So, if we were big Sentinel living on rock, where would we put our armory? In treasures.
We
In
did-
the rock?
How big is he? This skeleton?
He is fairly large. He's bigger than Yegor. I'm trying to think of something.
But
that
is he as big as I am?
I'm
Igor
trying
sounds a
to.
little taller.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to think of a creature that you guys have thought that would have been around.
Cyclops?
his size. Not quite Yeah, even standing up, he wouldn't quite be a Cyclops.
Okay. That still gives a good idea of.
Yeah, he's still he's bigger than the two-headed dog that you fought in the gladiator ring.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a pretty good size. He's probably elephant size, if I had to say something. Yeah.
Okay. Is he and we're up here? We don't see any kind of like keep or anything like that, right?
No, you are you're on one side of the peak, but you didn't
Mhm.
see anything like any kind of building as far as that is from when you were climbing.
Okay.
But you
My
are
guess is there might be a cave.
That would make
They
sense.
seem like they like to. If they're living in the mountains, I assume they use it as shelter of some sort.
Yeah, can I like take a walk around the rim and see if there's like any outcroppings that could have a cave or could lead to a cave that we haven't crossed yet?
Yeah, it's a little ways around to get to the other side, but on the other side there is like it's not a tunnel exactly because it doesn't go very far in, but there's like a room built into the side of the mountain, and at the back you can see a mannequin in the back.
There's something over here. It doesn't seem like much, but we could check it out. I would light a torch so I could see and start walking in.
Yeah. As you approach this mannequin, you can see that it is wearing some kind of armor. And as you get closer and look at it, the armor appears to have 2 holes in the top of the head where horns would come through. And it's very heavy armor as well. And it appears to be humanoid size, not as big as the giant goat that you saw outside.
I just call back up. One of you armor folks, maybe. I don't. It's a big jingly jangly thing. That's not really my style.
Oh? Well, what do you mean? And Amelia will pop over. Because... Goat. Now she's interested.
Yeah, you see this armor. It looks
Familiar.
it looks like it's almost a little too big for you, but there are holes where your horns would fit in if you were to try it on at all. But it is humanoid size.
I really don't feel good about stealing from a elder when his body is there.
Well, he's not using either of them.
Does it look like this helmet would fit this, Elder?
No, it doesn't. But you do know that at one point you saw a phoenix, and at another point it was a human when you were talking to the scholars. So
True. Well, this is what we came here for. We can always return them once we have no use. How do you feel about that?
What if... I've got an idea. What if we took his skeleton and we brought it with and gave it to the queen?
What do you
Oh,
think?
hello there, queen. It seems as though we've found your dead brother. You've probably been wondering for some time. Do you have an elder's bones in your collection? Well, now you could have one. Just give us your crown.
I feel like that's kind of threatening. Here's your body, your brother's body. Give us your crown.
That's how negotiations work, though.
That sounds more like a threat.
Here's a sack of fish. Give me
Right?
your money.
Oh,
Common bartering.
Uh, generally not with the remains of a dead loved one, though.
yeah, I'm not so sure he was loved. By...
Even look for his body.
Well, they did.
That's a
say
good
that-
point. No, that's a good point. He probably wasn't loved because they did not care to look for his body, so she probably won't want it anyway.
Yes, well, the queen, the phoenix has told us that the queen does not get along with the others. So,
That's not a very nice thing to say about someone who crit.
They don't... What? What? I've said many things. You're gonna have to narrow it down.
They didn't care just because they didn't find his body. What if they couldn't find it or it was too dangerous? That's just mean.
I'm assuming, based on their demeanor from our conversation, that they just didn't care to look.
Still mean.
Can I, if I hop back up next to the skeleton, what form would it take? Like in this animal form? Like would it be on all fours? Would it be on two legs? Like can I tell from what remains of the skeleton?
yeah, it looks like it's an enormous mountain goat that would be on all fours. Much well, you didn't. Well, yeah, you would have seen him as he came in. Much like the phoenix was a full phoenix. This was a full enormous mountain goat.
Good. I mean, it is up to you, Amelia. If you do not feel comfortable wearing the armor of the Sentinel, then it seems like we came up here for a nice view, but we should make our way onto the Queen.
we came up here to get bargaining piece.
I suppose returning it to family wouldn't be terrible.
Bartering with family.
Is that the only thing we can see in here? The helmet?
Yes. I like you. I would. You don't have to roll for this. I don't think. I think this is just for information. You know that he died in combat, so it's safe to assume that any weapon he would have had might have just been embedded in whatever he was fighting, before and wasn't able to retrieve it before he died. Just wanted to get back here, get that armor off, so that is preserved where it is.
So what you're saying is there's like an axe in his chest or something?
No, he was fighting a monster
Okay.
that didn't have a weapon, but his weapon was probably left within that monster.
Okay. Okay, so if we do not want to get helmet, we should get on way, but I do think that would be a good bartering ship for the queen.
Okay. But if anything chases us down, we bring it back.
Okay. That is fair. If she does not like it, we can bring it back as well.
put it back where it belongs.
How long do we think it would
Okay.
take for us to come back all the way up here? What kind of journey is that?
Like the whole up and down the mountain is probably about a day. It's not an entirely tall mountain, but it is a trek.
Well, we'll put a pin in that. We'll come to that decision once we've crossed that bridge. Adding a whole extra day. We're so far
Lazy
behind.
cat.
We could have the end of the world at any second.
Dyrim,
Alright.
do you have any way of contacting this Phoenix? You were there before us.
No, I was just kind of chilling there because he was nice enough to let me into the library. I wasn't there. We're not friends, I wouldn't say.
Shoot, dang. Can't say.
I can tomorrow
Oh, that'll be good.
when
Then
I
we do not.
re-prep my messages.
Then we do not have to. We do not have to walk back up mountain. We just ask Phoenix, "Hey, can you come take helmet? Put it back on your brother's corpse, or near, whatever. Maybe bury him while you're here. It'd be good."
I'll
Right.
take the helmet and start walking down the path. Okay.
There is a full. Didn't mention all of it, but there is a full suit of armor. As you pick it up, it's very, very well made silver armor, and like you got the huge pauldrons and everything. It's full of heavy armor, and on the helmet, there is a small a head of a goat on the helmet.
A full suit of armor.
Full suit of armor, yes.
We will bring that.
That'll be a much better bargaining chip than just a helmet.
I say the helmet's cute. Look at that little goat.
Is the goat silver or gold?
The suit of armor is silver.
What about the goat on it?
The goat is black because it wouldn't fit against a silver background. But the horns of the goat are silver as well. That is dead outside.
I guess we take the armor and helmet and we head up the next peak.
It is cold as balls out.
You gotta head down this one first. It is rather cold, but it's not like you're gonna die from it. Like it's normal Theros cold. Like Theros gets cold,
Yeah.
But it's still pretty warm as a climate. It doesn't like snow ever there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you start making your way down the mountain, and as you do so, the clouds like very dark clouds begin rumbling in from the west.
Now who?
Rumbling?
Rumbling, yes. Very deep rumbling
Okay.
like thunder.
Amelia grabs onto the side of Igor's leg and is trembling. She does not like thunderstorms.
Oh, thunder. Yes, I am very comfortable in thunder. Well,
What? Chris is like, what? It's just a
just like-
storm.
I stop for a second, look up at the clouds, and like, another one? Who
That's
wants
what
to
I'm
talk to
wondering.
us now?
Yes. Who has a quest now? Is this a real storm or is it a god storm? What is it?
Yeah, these clouds are approaching fast, and you can see lightning is striking the ground around that area, and heavy rains are falling as you guys are trying to descend this mountain. You guys get about halfway down, and I've got music for this. Why am I blanking on the? I got storm music. You guys have been in a storm before, right?
I don't
storm
know.
Music. I do. It's right here. And right as you guys are rounding one of the ledges, a thunderbolt or a lightning bolt hits the side of the mountain, and rocks begin to fall down on top of you guys.
Oh.
Can I get a strength saving throw?
No.
Strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw? Is that something we can do?
15.
Tell my children I love them.
Do we get? Is Igor high enough level as a paladin to get any bonuses for us?
Not yet.
Like an aura?
Next
No.
level. Next level is the saving throw aura, I think.
He finally got his extra attack, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Amelia and Igor, you are able to like Amelia's holding on to Igor really tight. And Igor gets ready to steady himself as these rocks start tumbling over the top of all of you. Dyram and Ukrit, you are taken with the rocks down the side of the mountain. I'm gonna roll some things for you kids.
The rocks rolled them.
Oh boy,
Are you-
that's not good.
Considering this fall damage.
I might be considering a little bit of fall damage inside of some other damage because I
Great.
think you have something for it, right?
I do. I got some
Yeah,
monk
you
stuff for
should-
that.
You should let me. Yeah, you should let us.
Shit,
You should also
right.
let me know about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
So
I will.
haven't so I know what.
I'll
if I should
separate.
Cast
I'll
this.
separate things for you guys. As these rocks start falling over you and you begin tumbling down the side of the mountain, you take. Where is it? I just had it in front of. Oh, there it is. The rock shouldn't do too much to you guys. Don't worry about that. You'll be fine. You take 5 bludgeoning damage as these rocks hit against your body.
Okay.
But as you fall down the side of the mountain, you
As
fall.
we fall down to the side of the mountain, we're going through it, and it's like, oh no, we need to run! Oh! And I like trip, and I like get smashed by one of the rocks. Oh! And then I see, I start like falling down, and then I see Dyram also like lose his footing and get knocked down, and I quickly, oh jeez, this is why we use magic! And then woof, I use Feather Fall on us as my reaction.
All right, yeah.
so we
you
don't
feather
take
fall.
any
So you-
falling damage.
Yeah, you avoid. I'm going to tell you how much you would have taken.
Yeah.
24 points of damage is what you just avoided.
Oh gosh.
Falling 60 feet down the side of the mountain.
I would have been able to reduce that to 0 regardless.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I don't know that. I just know you as a medicine man.
As Ukrit is casting this feather fall, I'm already like twisting my body like a cat to like land in the proper way, and then I'm
Wait.
just very slowly falling. Like, oh,
I
this
take
is
it back. If I use Feather Fall on him while he's doing that, does he not have the same control he would have normally had, and then fucks up and gets hit more? He falls down farther.
You know. Yeah. So Igor and Amelia, you see these rocks just smash into Ukrit and
Dude.
Dyram and push them off the side.
It was,
And
it
as
was
you-
24, right?
Yeah, it's what it would have been if you would have
Right,
fallen.
right. I would have been almost unconscious.
I mean, as you both, and as the rocks finish falling, you both go to look over the side, and you just see them floating slowly down the side of the mountain.
And so as I was saying, when I first went into the institution, as we're slowly falling, and
So-
we have no time to do anything else but chat.
So, quick clarification: the people who pass the strength save, do they still take the 5?
You did not.
Okay.
You were able to kind of tuck yourself into the side of the mountain.
For a
Yeah.
second there, I thought we were going to lose 2 more.
I don't like thunderstorms, and this just makes me like them less.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's going to take you guys a while to catch up to Dyram and Ukrit because they just went down 60 feet for free, essentially.
Yeah.
But you guys, if there's anything you want to do with them this time, feel free to roleplay that now. Otherwise, we'll continue on our quest here and get you in place.
As we're chilling on this lower part of the path, I'm like, Ukrit, come here. I can top you up a little bit. This is how I heal. And I envision Dyram very much like a chiropractor, so I put like both hands right of Ukrit's head and just like,
Oh god! Oh!
and
Oh.
you will heal 7 hit points. You're full up.
I'm full up. You know what's really funny is you said you were a healer and or a doctor. He was like of sorts or whatever. The way you made it sound like you didn't really have like a medical degree. I couldn't find a way to fit it in, but I was gonna make a chiropractor joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how I envision them.
You know, Ukrit, can you hear me down there?
You're gonna have to speak up. You're way back there. We don't have time to dilly-dally.
Can you hear me down there?
Now I can.
If I were to jump off cliff with Amelia, could you cast the spell onto us?
Please check. I think so.
Always reassuring.
How far does it look like I could get? Like, how steep is the drop off, I guess, is the
If
question.
you jumped out, I would say you would go down 60 feet like they did. I'll
Do you
allow that
think it's
jump to be
worth
a
it?
60-foot drop.
Or should we just walk? It's fine. 60 feet, not far. We will walk.
Well, it's okay. Okay, so
I'd
how
rather walk.
I was gonna say how Featherfall works is it lasts for a minute, and it's 60 feet per round. So it'd be more like we could float for 600 feet almost.
Yeah.
Down.
If you
for a
wanted
full
to,
minute.
like, you kind of would have to swim. The trajectory would have only dropped you 60 feet.
Okay, I figured we would have been like knocked forward, so we would have been like, ooh,
Okay.
keep falling.
Oh, you
Yeah,
like
you could have
ragdoll
the
through the air.
conversation as you're falling if you'd like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
don't
say. We could just be like free falling for
Ragdolling.
600 feet for a full minute, rather than like plumping down. Because I
Yeah.
figured like if we got knocked, we would have been knocked this way.
Yeah.
And so we're like Princess Peaching it as we
Yeah.
slowly.
So how far did they
So we-
make it down then?
They'd make it all the way down.
That'd be 600 feet in a minute.
How far can you cast a spell at, though?
60. It's a 60-foot range.
Okay, so we couldn't jump.
That's why I had to like
anyways.
look it up, like, because I'm like, I don't know if I could.
So we can't jump off. Okay.
Ugh.
We will be down
have-
in a moment.
I have several hours with Ukrit then. Excellent. I thought it was just going to be like 20 minutes of us chit-chatting.
Yeah, it takes Amelia and Igor a while to get down because they're only about halfway down at this point. So Diram and Ukri get to know each other better. And Igor get to hang out for a while, but you guys have
And then I entered my 7th year at the academy.
but you guys do eventually gang up again. Start making your way further into the mountains towards the Winter's Heart. As you get closer, there's almost like a divide as you get close, where it's just mountain terrain. I can get rid of the storm. There's just mountain terrain that you've been traveling through, just rocky crags, some plant life every once in a while, different smaller mountain peaks that don't take as long to climb as these spires have been. But there's just a straight cut where all of a sudden it's just ice and snow. As if there's almost a wall there that's stopping it from going any further. And you guys have not seen snow before. Probably not even ice either, because there's no way to make it other than spells. There are a few people that can make snow.
I
and
think
ice.
we've all seen Ice
Yeah.
Sniff a few times.
Igor has seen a lot of ice like recently.
Terrible flashbacks.
Amelia just gets PTSD immediately.
But they're at the right before the cutoff where the ice and snow is, there is a spectral figure standing there.
Hello?
Would you like to say hello
Hi.
to yourself, Dr. Phage?
Oh! Dang. Shoot, I'm a player. I don't have to role play with myself.
Hey, we're all DMs here.
Ugh.
So yes, in front of you, as you get a little bit closer, you can start to make the features out of the spectral figure. It is a satyr. It's very familiar to the rest of you.
Didn't take
Well-
long to replace me, then did it?
No, no, it's not what it looks like. We will
Are you
never.
sure?
You didn't come back.
Ooh, sorry. I already tried giving you the coin once. You don't get that a second time. I put it in my toga.
Did you get coin? You did not come back to us.
I told you, the coins were never meant for me. Better off where I'm at.
How are you doing?
This is awkward.
Well, I mean, there's a lot less to worry about being dead, so you know that's pretty nice.
Hmm.
It's only been about 2 days, so I'll let you know maybe a little bit later after I've gotten my death legs.
Do you feel
What
different?
are you doing here?
What am I doing here?
You have a gift for them from God.
It's kind of a last job situation. Fenix wanted to pass something off to you.
Is it spear? Oh, more spear.
If I have any control over it, it is not a spear.
Excuse me. Spark holds up like a small, ornate wooden box that is. It would fit if it was a spear. It is the trickster god, but no, it's just a box.
It's like a spring-loaded spear in a box. Boing. Oh, it's a box.
He told me I wasn't allowed to look in it.
Amelia will take it if no one else does.
All right. Yeah, you take the box.
Did he say what
Sorry
it
you
does?
didn't get to stay longer.
It's alright, don't worry about me.
Did your god say what the box was?
No, he's real big on that whole mystery. It's part of the fun as a surprise. He's just like, hey, you want to deliver a box? I'm like, I guess.
Well, surprise! We picked someone else up.
No hard feelings.
Yeah, as he says it, you do start to feel the pull of your god losing his grip of being able to bring you here, and he has started to be pulled back to the underworld.
Oh, yeah, so Dyram, that guy died, and all we got for it was a spear.
Hmm. Well, you also seem to have got the
Oh.
box now.
Oh, it's true! His death did lead us to a box.
2 for
What's
1
in it,
special.
you-
Okay.
What's in it, Amelia?
Does it open easily?
Yeah, so there's just a little. It's like a little jewelry box where there's a clasp on the front of it. It's not locked. It's just flipped shut.
All right. She'll unclick it and flip it open.
You flip it open and you look inside, and
Yours
Immediately.
immediately.
you don't see anything right away. It's very like a velvet kind of inside, where there's that furry touch that you'd see in those cheaper jewelry boxes as you'd get as a kid or whatever. But as you like peer into it to see something, 4 orbs of light come out. One goes right into you, Amelia, and the other 3 go into the rest of you.
Sorry, can you describe that one last time?
So the box initially was closed, or was empty.
Yeah.
And as Amelia peered into it, 4 orbs of light came out, and 1 went into each of you.
Oh. That was not consensual. Get it out.
Can
What
we
is
get a
like
feeling
this?
as to what it is?
Yeah, if we focus on it.
Yeah. So as this goes into you, you start to feel the shadows appear to be on your side a little bit more. And once only, each of you can cast Blessing of the Trickster, which if I remember correctly, it's advantage on a stealth check. So each of you have 1 use of that.
Is it something that recharges? Do we know or no?
You don't know, but I'm going to tell you mechanically, no, it doesn't. It's only 1 time. It's just a little baby minor from the chat.
Okay.
How long does it
Right.
last?
I believe it's 10 minutes, if I remember correctly. I looked it up before and then immediately forgot everything about it. And it doesn't come up in the compendium because, you know what.
Lasts for 1 hour.
1 hour,
1
there you
hour.
go. Yep. Advantage on stealth checks for an hour.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And with that, I think we go to break. You guys are right on the edge of the realm of the queen.
Yeah.
And
it's about
you
time.
got some fun toys. You're carrying around a suit of armor. You got some orbs of light put in you, and you got your spear that Igor's constantly trying to upgrade still when it's the spear of a god.
If anyone could do it, is the god who made it. So
That's true. That is very
I was gonna
How
say, it's
insulting
not
to
good
the
enough.
guy who
You
made
made
it.
this. Can you make it better?
yeah, it is little rusty.
It's like
It's,
sending your food back at the restaurant because it was like not exactly how you pictured it.
It's
the
not
right
like
kind of
commercial.
gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you everybody in chat. You guys have been doing amazing. Speaking of Nisa with another hundo that's almost enough for another minor. But yeah, we'll be back in a moment. If you guys, so I know this campaign is very go, get to the next boss kind of thing. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in any of the lore that surrounds Theros at all, be sure to join our Discord. I've been posting lore tidbits every day about the gods, about the characters. I don't want to give away too much about the characters because that's their deal to give away. But yeah, if you guys want to do that, join the Discord. Otherwise, we'll see you in a couple minutes. Get some snacks, get some bathrooms. Oh, welcome
Yes, you
back.
Killed us all.
Sub. Tab, Felis, thank you for that sub. That pushes us to another major act of God. So you guys have 3 lined up in the tubes for you, waiting to go.
So many in the
Jesus.
tubes.
In the tubes!
You need
Yeah.
to get those
Stop
tied off.
putting them in the
man.
tubes.
So we are back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your break. That's a good way to come back, I'm thinking. But yeah, we ended the last half, the first half of the session. I wasn't there technically. Our champions visited the spire of the Sentinel, better known as the Empty Eye, where they found the skeletal remains of the Sentinel, a goat with silver horns, and they found his armor there, a silvery plate mail with or plate armor with a little goat encrusted on the helmet, and they decided to take it with them, not to put it on, just take it with, see if they could barter with it, with the possibility, the slight possibility of bringing it back if the queen does not want it.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in that.
As well as they interacted with both Perforos and the storms of Kranos, as they both ascended and descended the mountain, but they were able to make it through, getting a new side quest along the way, if they so choose to take that. And they were off with enough bits to get another minor act to go along with them. And they also encountered the spectral form of their late party member Sparks, who gifted them a gift from Finax, his god, the god of trickery. Who knows why he gave you that? He's a crazy guy. Yeah, they start heading into the frozen tundras that surround the Winter's Heart. As you guys cross this threshold into the frozen wastelands, the music changes. You like how seamless that I have to say it out loud or I won't do it. This, like, some of you will understand this when I say this. The kind of cold it is, it's so cold that snow is not falling. Like, it's so cold there is no humidity in the air. As soon as you cross it, any bare flesh begins to crack, and you're instantly cold. That is, aside from you, Amelia, you seem to actually feel kind of warm. Nothing really changes for you. You don't know if it's the furs or if there's something else going on for you, but
I'm wearing furs. I shouldn't be cold.
Does she touch her mace and notice it's warmer?
The mace itself is warm, but it doesn't seem to be radiating the heat to you.
Okay. Strange. She'll still hug it though, because to keep her finger warm.
Yeah, and like the rest of you can feel it's incredibly cold, but there is a faint warmth that is radiating from Amelia.
This another normal thing. The warmth.
This is the coldest we've been. Amelia,
He does
have you
just
just been
have
doing some jogging or raising your
just has that
internal body
type of
temperature?
personality. You know, she's a ray of sunshine. You ever hear that saying?
No.
Huh.
Yes, but I don't think it applies to body temperature. Okay.
Do you mind
She's
standing a little
happy.
closer?
You can carry me.
What does
I'm
deal?
not buried in the snow.
You have deal.
Yeah, you guys start to
Yay!
trek across this frozen wasteland towards the incredibly tall. Like it was tall from far away, but this is a very, very tall mountain, taller than the other two that you already scaled. You make it a. It seems like it's about a day's travel to get to the mountain base, and you do reach it. It's probably about. I gotta think of a good actual time conversion in between Theros time and real time. It's like mid-afternoon, a little bit later. It's not quite evening yet. There's still a little bit of daylight, but it's up to you what you guys would like to do next. If you're just gonna go straight up the mountain, or if you're gonna camp here.
Is there, looking around, is there any like kind of like nice wind shelters? Trees or caveage?
There are rock outcroppings, because you're still kind of in mountainous range, so there are rock outcroppings every once in a while that would block wind for you, but there's like no plant life at all.
Okay. Should we camp down in the croppings? Get some of this wind blocked?
How far, like, looking up the mountain, how much daylight we have? Is there any... Does anywhere on the mountain look nice to camp either?
Yeah, there are. I don't know if that's supposed to be in there. There are like random. As you go up, there are like ledges that you can go to get up, and there are different spikes and spires on the sides of the mountain as well. So there is covering on the mountain as well. You would think the difference between going now and staying at the bottom would be one extra day of rest.
Trying to figure out if I even have a tent, like if I have a tent on my character or not. If I do, that might help.
I never look at these types of things.
I don't know if the Explorer's Kit initially comes with one or not. Or if you had the Explorer's Kit, I don't even look at you.
I do have the Explorer's Kit.
I have
No, just
my,
a bedroll.
Yeah,
have
he does have that.
1 or 2 books on me. My laurels, a pouch that's empty, a pouch for spell components, and like a pouch for like extra things like paper and writing and whatnot. That's it. That's what a crit has, so.
You know, it's not safe to sleep on a mountain that is super cold. You might not wake up.
Well, if we have a fire going.
Well, are the things on the mountain more dangerous or the field more dangerous? Where do you want to sleep?
I don't think there's anything really to worry about for like animals. It's just goats and probably like mountain lions or something.
I'm not worried about just animals.
Well, as far as I know, that's the only thing. I guess the queen might see us, but we're not her enemy. From my readings, at least, from the Volcano Library, it seems as though there's not too much to worry about. Nothing that we didn't slog through millions of on our way over here, reaching extra levels.
No. You're level 5, you'll like it.
I mean, it can't hurt to have an extra day of rest
Yeah, let's
in case
rest
we
here
get
for the
into
night.
trouble.
We should all huddle for warmth.
We could build up a big snow wall to block the wind.
It's a good idea.
Since we don't have branches, snow.
Well, there's also rock. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah,
about
there's rock
outcroppings.
outcroppings. You can
So we
build
can block
extra
wind with that.
kind of wind block with snow if you'd like, but yeah, you do have a rock outcropping you're kind of hiding behind as well. So yeah, you guys begin to set up camp at the bottom of this rock outcropping here. How are we proceeding through the night? Is anybody taking watches, or are we all just hoping for the best and going to bed at the same time? More travel time? What's going on, kids?
I say watches. Just in
Yeah, I
case.
would suggest watches.
I will take first watch.
Alright, Igor takes first. Anybody taking second, third?
Amelia can go second.
Sorry, my water was trying to kill me. I can take third or fourth. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
So
we only need 3, so if
Yeah.
somebody wants, they can double up. Otherwise,
I don't think Ukrit has ever taken a single watch, so he'll just create bonfire and then go to sleep.
For create bonfire, you do need something for it to catch, because it's a concentration cantrip. If I remember.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been raiding on, is because I know I can just create the fire there, but after a minute it's gonna go away. So that's why I gotta.
Yeah, you need something for it to catch to stay.
All right. Who has something we can burn?
About your books. Good fuel source, yes?
A good fuel source for the mind, not so much for fires.
Right. I have 10 torches, you know, they're made out of wood.
Alright, well, we'll just use one of them.
Just one. We might need more.
Yes, we might need more. We also might need more when we go up the mountain.
Hmm.
I also have 10 torches for some reason.
As do I.
We just start piling our torches on.
Scary.
Yeah, I'll
There we
say
go.
with all the torches you guys have, and because I don't really do much with your guys' equipment, and this is kind of been sprung on you, those torches will suffice for all the fires that you do throughout the rest of this.
Oh, well, there we
Oh,
go.
cool.
It looks as though we have 1, 2, 3, a plot amount of torches that we can use for fires. It'll all work out.
So yeah, Ukrit casts his great bonfire and goes to sleep, and I believe the order is Igor, Amelia, and what's your name?
Dyram?
Dyram. And if Ukrit decides to at any point, can join one of them. But we'll just do some quick check-ins, and I think I'll only do the check-in for the first night, but if you guys want to add things on subsequent nights as far as roleplay goes, feel free. But we'll start with Igor. As you're sitting there watching, give me a perception check. Perception!
19.
19. You look over what you could see, like you're kind of tucked into this rock outcropping, so you can't see a ton around you, but you just hear the whipping winds all around you, and white as far as you can see until it gets too dark for you to see any further. What's Igor think about at this time?
He kind of walks person to person to make sure everybody's still breathing, hasn't succumbed to the cold. And then, you know, he'll sit down and he'll close his eyes and he'll pray to Heraclos.
Do a religion check.
14.
14. You don't know if you're succumbing to the cold or if... what do you say to Heraclos?
Heraclos, I am sorry that I have been feeling... I've not been feeling your presence, and I come to realize that that is my doing. I am not spreading your word enough.
Yeah, you don't know if it's you succumbing to the cold or what's happening, but you start to lose vision for a moment. And it gets fuzzy. Then suddenly you are in a familiar place to you. Where the clouds are purplish and the stars shine very brightly, and coming forth from the cloud is a incredibly muscular man that you know very well. He's got curly golden hair, wears a headband. He's got the leather that kind of goes just around his torso and cuts off at the arms to show off the biceps. And as he appears in front of you, he kind of leans back. Igor, my man, how's it going? Been waiting to do this voice, dude.
Oh my god!
Hercules, you son of bitch! I have not seen you in so long. You look at you. You have gotten so swole.
Close, son of a bitch.
Yeah, man. I
What a
mean,
title.
the god life's been treating me well, man. It's been a while since I've heard from you. I hear you're on a quest now.
That is right. I am trying to save world. With my
That's what I
comrades.
hear. You're doing very well. Sorry I haven't been around as much. You know, lots of champions in the making. Gotta get them up and running. It's been busy getting started, taking some responsibility from my dad. You know, the old man up here.
That makes sense. I am sorry I ever had any doubt.
No, it happens. I had my doubts myself, and my dad's a god. I had doubts in him. So
Yes, you know, I have serious topic to discuss.
shoot, my man, lay it out for me.
So, you know Mogus, right?
Oh yeah, he's a piece of work. That guy, very high strung.
I've been having dreams where
Oh yeah.
me and him fight, and he says that he wants me to return, and that I am not done with him. He's not done with me.
I mean, you're a strong dude. What can I say?
You know, I have been.
Well,
You know this. I have been lifting. I feel
yeah, you're
at least
getting pretty jacked there, my guy.
4 levels higher since you last saw me.
Yeah, I could tell. You got multi-attack now? Is that what's going on with you?
Yes, I have discovered that if I just swing spear one way and then do a little stab, I can actually, you know.
I see you got a pretty sweet spear going on. That pike you already had was pretty neat, but I'm liking
That's
this
right.
one too.
Do you know where more spears are? I am always looking for more.
I don't got any on me right now, but hey, Theros is a big land.
I missed you. I really did.
I missed you too, dude. We gotta talk more often. I gotta get away from the office, man. It's cramping my groove. Man.
Yes, you were more of a field work kind of guy.
For sure. Is there anything else I can do for you before I send you back to that harsh weather you're in? I wouldn't suggest it. Not good for the tan, man.
You know, my friends, they do not believe me that I am friends with you. If you could just, you know, maybe sneak into a dream, or just show up, you know, and make me look good.
I'll see what I can do, but I mean, as my follower, it's your job to kind of spread the word about me, you know. Otherwise, I'll just fade into non-existence.
No. Yes, you're right. I do not want that to happen.
All right. Well, I'm gonna send you back then. Keep your head up. Try not listening to my uncle Mogus. You know, lore and all that. He's my uncle. Yeah, but just keep your head up. Keep your eyes open. It's not all as you appear. Not everything is as it appears. Then
Wait.
as soon as he says that,
No.
you just disappear back in your
Shit.
body. And as you come back, you're not quite sure what time it is, but it's getting to be the end of your shift, for you can tell.
Yeah, I'll just go wake up the next in line with just a giant grin on my face.
Yeah, it's Amelia next.
Had a good watch?
just the best.
Cool. Anything I should know?
Yeah, our whole mission might be completely not what we thought it was. Lots of questions. But I got to see an old friend, so...
Okay. No more thunderstorms?
Oh, I do not see any. Or hear.
Okay. Did you guys anger him? He scares me.
Angler. Who?
I can't remember his name. Kranos?
Karanos, yeah.
Karanos. Ugh, close. Did you do something to make him angry?
I hope not.
Okay. Amelia will go take her watch.
All right. If you'd like to roll perception for me.
Natural 20.
20.
Ooh.
It's very odd for you because you're used to sleeping in a temple where there's wildlife coming and going constantly. So it's almost like a white noise to you at this point. But as you're sitting here watching, this place is just void of life. There's wind, and that's it. So yeah, you don't see anything though. But is there anything you want to do at this point in watch?
She does her typical ritual whenever she wakes up. She does a little prayer, pours some water out, and goes to do whatever she's doing. And then she does the same thing before bed. Other than that, just kind of sees if she can spot anything, maybe digs in the snow, see if there's any plants under it.
Yeah, you dig down in the snow, and there's not a ton of it. Like, you push aside what kind of powder is building up within this rock outcropping, and you very quickly hit ice, and there's ice, and then maybe you can see a little bit of rock underneath, but there is nothing here. Karametra does not grace these lands.
I thought so.
Yeah, but otherwise, very uneventful watch. You can pass it on. You don't pass on. We don't want Amelia doing that. To Dyram.
Is she still super warm when she goes to sleep?
Oh yeah, you've been incredibly warm the entire time. It's almost like you never left the warm forest of Setessa where you grew up.
Okay. Just curls up in her bedroll, happy as can be then.
All right, Dyram, you are awake for your watch.
I think during it, keeping watch obviously, but then I'm gonna take my Medusa mask and just set it up in the snow in front of me and just look at it and go, Farika? Do you want to talk? I guess this is a thing with this group. Anything you want to say to me?
First, make a perception check. Yeah, again, it's just wind. It's almost like I didn't need you to do those checks at all. Yeah, if you want to make a religion check to see if Farika has anything to say to you.
Sure. Nope, not a thing.
You just see the glassy eyes of your mask looking back at you.
I just pick it back up. I'm like, honestly, I think it's better that way, and just tuck it back in my cloak.
Yeah, and your watch comes to an end, but I do need Igor, Ukrit, and Dyram to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage, please. Amelia, you are good to go.
Ooh-wee.
15.
15.
11.
11.
Oh, 6. No, 20. It's
20 with
advantage.
advantage.
Holy
Yep.
crap.
Yeah, you all are fine. It's cold still, but it doesn't seem to have gone into your bones yet at all. You wake up with a full rest, ready to go for your travel up the mountainside.
So,
Just as we wake up, Dyram looks around and says, "Did any gods visit while I was sleeping?"
yes,
Okay. Which one?
you're close. My good friend.
Oh, that makes sense now.
He was looking so strong. He'd been hitting Jim.
What's his
I mean, that's good, I guess.
It is great. I was worried for him. I do not have to worry as much now.
Did you get another spear?
No, I asked and he said that, they're low on spears at the moment, might look around somewhere.
I see.
But, he's doing good. He says hi to all of you. He said sorry he could not come by, in person for all of you, but, it's very busy, lots of work to be done. New god. Who this?
Okay. Well, Amelia is gonna dig through one of her pouches and pull out a flower seed and grow something like big and bold and golden in color and be like, give him this next time, and hand it to Igor.
Thank you, he will love it. He can put all of his vitamins in it.
He needs a new protein shake container.
Blender bottle.
Yeah.
There was one odd thing that happened before he had to go. He said something about not all is as it seems. Be careful. I do not know what he meant.
So this whole thing is to prevent the world from ending because of Arabos?
I can see you were looking at his notes, and I'm going to let him know yes. Eucrid's not responding because he's doing all of his prep in the morning that he has to do.
Yes.
And you're sent on this by Athreos.
Yes.
So, just because it's a classic, you love to see it, there could be the whole bait and switch of Athreos is actually the bad one, and gathering all these things will allow him to take over the world. Just throwing that out there as a possibility.
It is possible. He is a shifty character, but he does make sure souls make it to where they belong, so it does not seem too bad, the guy. God.
I mean, have you seen Arabos do anything bad?
Who is Arabos again?
He's the god of the underworld. So he's the one that...
He's the one who's trying to take over and destroy everything.
Yeah, from what you've been told, he is the one... He doesn't live in Nyx with the rest of the gods, and he is jealous of that, and...
He wants to unleash the World Eater.
Yes, he wants to unleash the World Eater to destroy Theros.
I'm not saying... You know how Arabos is. I mean, he is evil god. He wants to... he's jealous of the others.
I know my previous religion checks have been abysmal, but is Arabos known to be a jealous god, or is that just something that Athreos has said?
If you want to give me a religion to see if you can get any details. Matt 20. Yeah, he is very well known to be jealous of the other gods, because he is a essential god where people believe in him enough to keep him around. He is one of the 5 major gods, but they believe in him enough to keep him around to do his job. But he doesn't get the same recognition as the rest of the gods because he's the one that keeps you in the underworld. So it tends to be somebody people don't like unless you're very edgy.
Okay. Well, just saying, it's a classic bait and switch to have that happen. You collect all the things, person turns out to actually be a bad guy. It's great TV.
I just want to do a fix me up. I realized, and I didn't mention this during the thing, but I forgot to do the roll for it. Featherfall's a sorcerer spell. I'm just gonna do the roll to let you know whether or not.
Okay.
All right, it was an 18
right now.
Okay.
just wanted to keep that housekeeping. This guy just realized.
Sounds good. Thank you for remember that.
Yeah.
Retroactive.
Need that at the ready.
Or it could be a warning about the queen?
It could be. Yes.
I mean, Karametra did send me to help them, so that would be a little odd for her not to want to stop, death.
Or Amelia's a really evil serial killer. And, been fooling us this whole time. I do not think that.
I don't get that vibe either. I'm sorry that he said that about you, Amelia.
It was
You seem
joke.
like a very nice person.
Okay.
In Lord Dyrim, who do you worship?
Generally, I follow Farika. Like, pull out the Medusa mask again.
What is Farika's connection to Arabos?
I do not know.
If you want a religion check, you can.
Wait, now I do know.
I know nothing.
Does Amelia know?
If you want to also do a religion check, because
I mean, I know what
also doesn't.
I know what Farika's about. I don't know how she feels about Arabos.
A 19. Amelia knows more about your god than you do.
I know what my god does.
You would know, Amelia, that both the two gods of the underworld, Athreos and Arabos. Athreos is the god of passage. Arabos is the god of the underworld who actually keeps them there. They have relations with, not relations, but relationships with Farika, because she does deal with poisons and medicines and afflictions, and that kind of stuff. So Athreos and Farika they kind of enjoy each other's company when they kind of side with each other if there is ever big things with the other gods, but they don't really talk to each other a ton. And Arabos understands what she's about. It's not that they work together all the time or whatever. She doesn't purposely poison people to get them to go to the underworld, but he appreciates what she does give him through her experiments.
Okay. Well, if I remember right, Farika and Athreos just kind of agree on things. Not necessarily hang out, but they're cool. I guess that's the word. And then Arabos, I think, likes the fact that she poisons things by accident, but otherwise it's just kind of a
I've mostly spent my life trying to avoid becoming one of her experiments, trying to be a good little follower of her so she doesn't turn me into a pus monster. It's been known to happen.
Oh. Hey, Igor, can I talk to you? I just got out of my stuff. This is the little thing.
Yeah,
the only thing I've heard in this entire conversation after getting done with my preparing is that.
Yeah, I'm saying all this conversation is happening during the travel too. So
Igor, can I talk to you for a moment?
Slowly wonders.
I just have to Are we sure this is a good idea? He wants to. I mean, he did crack my neck really well. However, what if he turns into a giant pus monster?
Would be what Heraclos was warning of.
Oh, may not be what it seems. He might be a pus monster
He
in
might
waiting.
be a pus monster. Yes.
Ooh,
He may have just
I'm
given
onto
his hand.
Tricks. All right.
Just
Keep an eye out on that.
Yes. Jinx.
well,
Don't-
we're
don't let it-
obviously
Let's
Over
not
there
tell
talking.
Amelia about it because I think she'll just immediately ask him.
She might be
And,
evil.
and
serial
she'll probably
killer.
believe him when he says he's not.
Hmm.
All right.
As they're talking, I'm gonna lean over to Amelia and be like, "So is the spear thing compensation, or what's the deal with the spears?"
What do you mean by compensation?
Ooh, okay. Maybe you're not the right one to ask.
Okay.
just come back polishing the spear. Oh, it is so nice to be compensated so much by the gods.
I think that's a yes.
He makes a big deal about having a fancy spear, so...
I mean, look, Lucret, look at how long it is. And sharp.
It just seems like you keep getting longer, sharper spears every time you talk to a new god. You just get bored of it, and then a new god comes along, and whoop, there you go, a new spear is risen.
Are you compensating for something? I'm confused. Oh yes, she's asking.
Yeah.
She has no idea what she just asked.
Good.
I do not know what you mean.
I don't know either. Something Dyron said.
Just let Dyron know that I have very large spears in all areas. Okay?
Sure you do, buddy. I'm sure you do. I can see.
Where else do you carry a spear? I'm confused.
You know what? That is story for another time. Okay?
Okay. Is Amelia smart enough to figure this out? Let's see. Where's my intelligence? Yeah, okay. She's kind of like, oh, that's gross. And like walks away.
We walk 5 minutes into it, and she's like, oh, wait.
Boys are gross. Ew.
All right. Unless.
Oh, and here we are, the Ice Queen.
Well,
sorry, as you guys were yabbering on, I was fighting off 10 more mountain lions. Now I'm level 13.
You guys make, unless you have anything else planned for the day, we'll make camp again. I won't force roleplay upon anybody that doesn't want to continue to do so, because we have a mountain to climb. But
Did you one more time that night? I put the mask out and like, tonight?
Go for religion. 18. You do see the eyes light up this time, and as they do this, you are taken into I haven't even changed it back to the snow because you're going back. You're going to Nyx now. As these light eyes shine and go into your eyes, it's all of a sudden the world around you starts to get very dark and smoky, and the smoke begins to swirl around you. And you don't know what Nyx looks like for you, but it doesn't look like this for you. It's very dark, very smoky. And as the smoke begins to part, you see tables with alchemical equipment on them, beakers bubbling, and different kind of chemical mixes together. And behind the first table, there's another table behind it where you see an enormous serpentine body with a human torso at the top, green, with scaly hands as she goes to pour things into different beakers. She's wearing a huge headdress on her head that kind of crescents out, and you can see two golden serpents kind of slithering around her as well. And as she's picking up all these bottles, she suddenly whips around to face you. My follower is here. And she slithers over to the table that's in. What is it you're looking for?
Full disclosure, didn't know if this was gonna work.
That's why you've got to try. Experimenting's important.
I was really questioning if it was just like a group hallucination thing that all these gods are showing up. And then this could be a hallucination for all I know. But it's kind of cool.
The gods are in movement more than usual as of late.
Any helpful hints? You got a hypothesis about what's happening here?
As far as your group seeing things, I know one of them drank from a pool that I put some of my chemicals into at one point.
That's interesting. Which one was it?
The talkative one.
Okay, that fits. Is it gonna do anything to him? Any lasting effects?
No, it was a long time ago. Just
Okay.
hallucinogenics, really. Botched experiment. Lets you see your wildest dreams. It's actually, wait, now that I remember, I think the other one did as well. If I remember correctly, he tried to get away with it.
Hmm.
The harpies got
You
him
know-
at the end.
That fits as well. For different reasons, though. Strangely.
Yeah, all it ended up doing is let you see your wildest dreams. Nothing worth my time.
So, I guess we're gonna go talk to the Elder Queen. Got anything help with that? One of my coworkers, he's got a couple real cool spears. I know I'm not a spear person. Got anything to share?
Yeah, as you see her eye slits narrow, her serpentine eye slits narrows. The elders, that's interesting.
I
A
got
lot of things to use from them.
I hold up the little bag. I'm like, no, and what if a little trade for a little boon?
I'll see what I have, but I'll do you one better. As she turns around, like starts going through bottles and different equipments. I'm gonna find some for you here because I didn't think this would happen.
Dang, I didn't think so either. I was gonna have a fun joke of just like every night talking, and it wasn't gonna work.
But you rolled high enough.
Yeah.
She will turn back around holding a tube that was just bubbling and is starting to settle down. She corks it and then she'll hold it out to you. It's like a ice blue liquid that's inside of it. So you're going to see the queen, I assume?
Yes, I guess we need her crown to stop the world from ending. Honestly, I'm new to all this, still trying to figure out what's happening.
Well, I'll give you this for what you have there. And if you can get some of her dust and bring it to me as well, I will be in your debt.
Get dust of queen. You know, I'll certainly give it a shot. We're hoping not to fight her. I'm sure if we fight her, we'll all get some dust, but try and scoop some up for you.
Yeah, she'll like very quickly snatch the pouch from you and hold it close to her and kind of look inside and reseal it. Yes, I can do something with this. Now, off with you.
Did she give me the potion?
Yes, she gave you the potion. Sorry.
Okay.
And
I was
you
like,
are,
take it.
as she like kind of waves you back, just everything in front of you starts blurring backwards out of sight, and you return back to your body.
I look to see that I'm still holding the potion.
Yeah,
Like,
you still have the potion.
ooh, that was real. Okay, and like tuck the mask back. Can I like do a quick sniff of the potion to see what it is?
Yeah, give me a Arcana.
Okay.
16. Yeah, you've kind of dealt with this potion before. It's a pretty common one, but it isn't used often. This is a potion of cold resistance.
Ooh, that could be very useful.
Yeah, otherwise, anybody else want to try talking to their gods or get to our con checks?
I just like I don't try to speak to him directly. I just like I just reach out to him like, hey, you know,
Yeah,
it was good seeing you, bro.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
stop by again sometime.
it's like text messages between bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you. We gotta hang out more often
Yeah.
Hey man, when you free next?
when you're free next. But yeah, otherwise, same thing. Igor, Dyrim, Ukrik, give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage. Amelia, you're good to go.
19. Hey.
A 14, a 19,
There we
and
go.
a 20. Yeah, again, you don't know if it's whatever Amelia is radiating from herself, or you've just big, strong boys, but you are making it through this cold another day. And it seems like you have one more night on the mountain, but the following day you'll be able to get to the peak.
Okay.
So you continue to climb. Anything crazy happening to you guys these days, or?
No,
Some
I think
pretty
that,
good sleeps.
All right,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we'll get to the last evening for you guys. More con saves. Advantage for the boys. Amelia, you're good.
I'm trying to pick a spell for the day.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to update spells, if you have to do your divination rolls, fun stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing the divination rolls every day. See how they
Yeah.
change.
Diamond has
So many are
19 for today.
concentration.
I spy with my little eye
No.
something.
Okay.
Yes, it's snow. Could at least let me describe what it is.
I still need Igor and Ukrit to have their last con saves.
Oh, there's
Oh,
another
we're doing that
concept.
now?
I'm sorry.
Yep, this is the final
I
con
must-
saves.
I must
Okay,
have
I
missed
didn't
that.
know if we were getting into it yet. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
crit.
Yeah,
21.
you guys, this is old hat to you at this point. It's been days in this cold.
It's all the furs we prepared. In my
Yeah,
magic.
yeah, it's the first that I've prepared. I mean, I don't know that many of you needed advantage for most of these days anyway, but yeah. What you get?
Right? Ooh, good days. This has been nice. Nice little walk.
I think I am getting adjusted to weather.
I don't feel any different.
Yeah, and you guys continue up the mountain until
Is that a
you.
medical issue?
Yeah, like after the second day, I just like as we're walking, Hayden just like put my hand on Amelia's forehead and just like,
She feels normal. Like, she feels a normal temperature, not cold, but it's body temperature.
Does she have like a warm radius around her?
Yeah.
I feel like she's gotta have a fever of some sort.
If
That's
you
a
give me a
dope.
piggyback, you get to stay warm.
I've figured out the exact radius to like how far away can we be before we stop feeling the warm. I'm like, okay, we got this like stay within this radius of her, and we're all good.
Yeah, it's about a 10-foot radius. Alright, yeah. You guys make it up to what appears to be the peak of this mountain, and the wind is whipping. And see, if I don't say it out loud, I won't change the noise.
No, sorry. It's the wind's whipping out here as well. I'm getting,
Oh, that's what
Like
that noise
snow and
was? I
shit.
heard it.
yeah,
For a
shit
second.
was like hitting the window.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so the wind is whipping at the top of this mountain, it's blowing what little snow there is, and you reach the top, and as you follow the path up, you get to where there's an opening it's at like the top of the peak. There's an opening, like it peaks, but like right here is where the opening is, and on the ledge in front of the entrance are two stone sconces, and on top of those sconces are two small reptilian looking creatures, though they appear to be made out of ice and to have wings that are just full of shards of ice, and they're both looking at you and kind of squawking.
Do I recognize the creatures? Like, what are they?
Make a Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay, I'm gonna do that too.
Not good at Arcana.
25.
25 and an 8. Ukrit, you've never seen one of these before outside of a book, which seems to
Okay.
be my go-to for you
I did.
always.
I did just stock up knowledge on it in the library. So.
That's true, you did. So this is one of the ones you kind of looked over because you weren't entirely sure that they even existed. But these are what are called hoarfrost drakes.
Hoarfrost drakes.
Hoarfrost drakes.
Hoarfrost. Okay.
From what you've read, they're usually servants to dragons.
Right about the dragon.
Hello. Funny seeing you around here.
As you greet them, they kind of snap their jaws, and one of them snorts this cold icy smoke that comes out of their nostrils. You can see the crystallines in it.
I have my palm showing, kind of like you would approach a dog, like so you know it's not a hostile thing. We use palms up, so you're like, nothing's there, so they can like, it's like one of those things where like you want the dog to like sniff you first to realize who you are.
Yeah.
So you don't know if it's hostile because he's hostile or hostile because he's protecting. And I imagine he's like just protecting. And like, whoa there, boy, whoa there. We're here to see your master. We have an audience. We'd like an audience with the queen.
Do a persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh no. Sorry guys. Cool.
Ooh.
A 14. Yeah, as you kind of approach and say this to them, they kind of readjust on their sconces. They look like they're about to take flight, but they kind of settle back in, and they wait for you to, like, they both kind of motion their heads into the tunnel.
All right. Thank you. We come here in peace. And then I start walking forward.
Follow after Ukrit.
So Ukrit goes in first?
Yep.
As you go in, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Ooh, okay. Actually, I'm going to use one of my divinations, which is an 18.
Alright, yeah.
So it's a total of 19.
Alright, so you go to step inside of this tunnel, and you again, I assume everybody here knows this. When you step on ice and you slip but you catch yourself, it's your foot kind of goes and you kind of steady yourself. This ramp down, it does have like bumps where you can grip, but it's pure ice the whole way down.
And I kind of like motion back to it, like they see me like slip and then I like catch myself, and I'm like, oh gosh, co-workers, all right, seems like it's just an icy ramp down into the mountain.
How far down?
How far down?
How far down? If you look down, you can't even see the bottom. You can see a glow coming from the bottom, but you can't see the bottom currently.
I have an idea. And so this has been bothering me for a few days now. All right, and I think I just need to get this off my chest. Dirum, as you recall, and you saw it happen, I cast a form of what I think was Featherfall on us. I've been searching my books, and I have no research at all on Featherfall. The last few days, that's all I've been doing in the mornings. I've been prepping, and it's strange, but it's like I knew how to do it. I've never, it's not in my books, I don't know, I'm wondering if possibly, whatever I think becomes reality. I think that might be the case. I think I have a psychic connection with the world now. That I've gotten so smart that my thoughts just become reality. And I'm thinking, perhaps if I think about it hard enough, I can turn this icy ramp into stairs.
Sounds plausible. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Before you do wild magic roll, I want to check in with you, because I forgot to ask you about this ahead of time. Do you want to do normal wild magic rolls where ones are the wild magic surges, or do you want to do the Dimension 20 version where every time you succeed, it goes up a number? So if you succeed...
That's not just the normal rules?
I don't think so. No, it's just one.
It's just once. Yeah.
Oh wow! No, that's what I've always thought it was too.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go with it. I prefer.
That's what I was doing. Yeah. I think that's better.
So you're at 2 and 1 right now, or wild magic surges.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna roll that on the not my normal dice. Just to roll a 20. Twinzoni. 16. We're good. So as I think really hard about the ice turning into stairs, and instead nothing happens. Oh, I totally thought that would have worked. And then I walk forward. I'm like, I don't know. And I like turn to talk back to you guys, and I slip again. But this time I'm like floating down. Oh. Well, this is not what I thought it would be.
This again.
Yeah, so everyone's got feather fall on.
Oh, everyone.
Yeah, so if you want to jump down with me, we can just cruise down without falling.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Ready, 600 feet, and then I can probably cancel whenever.
As I step forward, I chug that potion of cold resistance and like, well, okay.
Yeah, you guys like each go forward, and as you slip on the ice, you begin to just float along with Ukrit. And as you're floating down, Dyrim also chugs his potion. And as you start to float down, these two drakes from outside come in, and as you're falling, you see the ramp, what would have been the ramp you were taking, kind of spirals around down to the bottom and down into this glowing pit at the bottom. And these drakes kind of circle in the center where there is nothing, and follow you down to the bottom. And once you get there, as you get closer, you can. Oh, go ahead.
While we're falling, I just want to mention. So just an awareness. I wasn't sure if you knew development. So those drakes, or frost drakes, I just so happened to read about them when we were in the scholars' library. I didn't think that they were real, but turns out they are. And it also turns out they're usually like the servants of a dragon. So there's a good chance that the queen is a dragon.
Great. Super
A little
excited for
FYI.
that.
And I'm because I slipped, I'm like tumbling backwards as I'm like going down saying these things while everyone else just like floating normally.
Like Alice in Wonderland situation.
Yeah.
Falling down the rabbit hole. All right, yeah. As you guys begin to get close to the bottom, you start to see what the glowing is caused by. There are two, there's a throne sitting on a raised platform. The throne seems to be made of ice. There's a figure sitting on this throne, and on either side of her are two braziers, however you want to say them, that have fire in them. And all around her on the ground below the raised platform
Our familiar faces.
yeah. There's treasures of all different kinds. There's gold. There's even like a statue behind her of a huge angelic figure. She has treasure chests. There's treasure chests everywhere. There's gems. There's the front part of the ship, the person that's at the front of the ship.
Figurehead.
Yeah, figurehead. There's just treasures from every corner of Theros, and they all are encased in ice. There's a layer of ice over the top of them. And as you get close to the bottom, you land a little bit of ways from this throne, like right at the edge of the raised platform area, and the two drakes land on the smaller pillars that are in front of the braziers on either side of the queen. Yes, sorry. I should also describe the queen to you. As you land, you see a woman sitting in a throne. She's is wearing a long, flowing gown that's light blue and like a light blue and white color. Around her neck, there's fluffy furs around her neck, and she's wearing a crown that appears to be made out of ice with gemstones placed into it. It's one of those crowns where the middle is the highest peak, and then there's peaks along it as well. And it alternates between there's a large blue gem in the center, and then it goes down to pink gems, blue, pink, and they get smaller as they go down.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Greetings,
Pretty.
strangers. You enter my throne room.
Yes.
Please approach. Speak louder. Speak with confidence. You're amongst royalty.
Yes, my queen.
Hello,
You come a little
me
bit
and my
closer to her.
companions.
Did she holds her hands up
me and
while
my
you're about 20 feet away from her.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's
okay.
like just for you to stop. As soon as you stop, she puts her hand back down. You may address me.
Oh yes, Queen, and I give a courteous bow. We have come here seeking audience with you on a very important mission that, I guess by all means, affects you as much as it affects us. There's a plot against the world of Theros, in which you live, and I live, and these four live, and your two drakes live. That your brother lives. And it seems as though someone is attempting to stop it, and we've been tasked with stopping the stopper.
And what's that to do with me?
Well, if we don't stop the stopper, you will also die. But I guess more importantly, yes. We've been asked for your crown. And before you say anything, we understand we are not here to just take your crown from you, or else wouldn't come here so courteously. We were wondering if you'd be willing to trade.
As you mentioned sorry, go ahead.
Oh, trade for something, of equal, of some rarity, to add to your collection instead.
As you mentioned the crown, anybody that is looking at the crown or at her face directly, make a perception check.
This trick. We roll, and then it's like, you're frozen. You see it. 8. I'm so happy I didn't see it.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you are just distracted by all of this treasure all around you. This is more than you've ever seen anywhere, ever. More than you can even imagine. Yeah, there are a lot of spears in there. Much better than your old dumpy spear. And then you're not your new god spear, but the old one. The rest of you, as you're looking at her face and where the crown attaches, you can see there's purpling happening, and the skin seems to crack from where the crown is touching her skin. And especially Amelia sees this. It almost seems like the crown has embedded itself into her head with icicles. You think I can't defend my mountain from whatever threat the gods have in play? I'm older than the gods. I've seen more than they have.
Not that you would not be able to defend yourself from this threat. More that we ask as denizens of the world, you'd be willing to assist the rest of us who are not as powerful.
I see you are a collector of fine material. You understand the worth of the things that you see in the world. You have got a keen eye. And trust me, I do as well. I don't see you as someone who is just merely an idle watcher by, but I'm also not accusing you of wanting to get involved personally. What I guess I am saying is, while I think you're perfectly capable of surviving such an event, I'd be worried that your treasures would disappear in the meanwhile.
Are you threatening to take my treasures?
That is not at all what I said. I specifically said, I imagined that the World Eater would be the one taking them. I think you'd survive. I think he would eat the world, which includes your materialistic treasures.
You say you make a bargain. What could be as precious as my crown?
Igor?
Start pulling out the suit of armor. Yes, we bring to you your brother, the Sentinel's armor.
She kind of raises her eyebrows, very unimpressed.
I knew it.
You think I'd want my brother's armor? If anything, that's entitled to me. I chose the crown, he chose that armor. Dead now. Who got the better item?
Sorry.
She makes
Oh,
a
no,
point.
go ahead.
Amelia's gonna like grab Skyrim's arm to bring him like lower to her level because she's only 4'11". I don't. You know how Igor's god said to look out for things?
Mm-hmm.
I think that crown may be controlling her. It's literally embedded to your skull. There's ice
Great.
in her brain.
Great.
While they're
That's a guess.
talking,
That's a guess. That's not what's happening. That's just Amelia's
Why-
guess.
while they're doing that chatting and we're doing our chatting, Ukrit definitely is looking into the reflections to keep an eye on Diagram to make sure he's not trying to take this opportunity to turn into a pus monster. Like, he gets a little too close to Amelia and he's like, all right.
Yeah, before you can tell he's not turned into a buzz monster yet.
We did not mean to disrespect you with this gift. We also have this
Sure.
this pike,
Got another one. Which one are
by,
you showing?
blessed by Karametra herself.
She's trying so hard.
You.
That's two
what does it
items.
do?
It
I have many pikes, as you can see, all
Yes.
much more well crafted than that one. You say a
Right.
god embedded or empowered that one?
Yes, Karametra. It with this you are able to entangle your enemies in vines. Looks can be deceiving.
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage.
Well, shit.
Let's get you nat 20s.
Persuasion. 14.
Lay them down.
Yes, vines are a rarity in this area.
Hmm.
And she'll motion to the two drakes to go and pick them up. And they'll go to start grabbing them and dragging them away. I'll take my brother's armor as is rightfully mine, and your pike as intruding in my throne room, and I'll let you leave with your lives.
Okay. Perhaps
okay.
you
Igor,
did,
Igor. Come on.
perhaps you did not like our offer. What could we do to help part with the crown for temporary time while we save world?
You've made your offers, and if that's all you have to offer, then I've
Ah,
Yep,
You-
yes.
you know-
Here we go.
you. I understand it would be very difficult for you to die, you know, at being so powerful. However, if you were to perish in said battle with the world leader, you may need one of these. Soul coin.
And what would I do with that?
Well, this is your one ticket back to this material plane.
From
From what is the name of the underworld place?
the underworld.
From the underworld.
She kind of chuckles to
I don't think that
herself.
one's gonna work. I think that one's not gonna work.
I-
Igor. She doesn't
I-
think she's gonna die.
Not only will I survive whatever the gods are unleashing, the elders don't go to the underworld as you mortals do.
Also, Igor, I just want to let you know, you rolled perception instead of persuasion.
Did roll
Damn
perception.
it.
I just
It would have been better, damn it.
Oh, 2! God damn you!
what is your? It's a 3 charisma.
It would have been a 16 instead of a
Yeah,
14.
she still would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
It's
we understand.
225s.
You
This is
know,
punishment. This is the real punishment.
I looked at the group.
Igor!
Does anybody else have something to offer?
Igor, you have
Your
it.
Majesty, I served one of the lesser gods, obviously not of your caliber, but she does deal with medicines and healing quite often. I'm a doctor of sorts, and I noticed it seems, does your crown pain you? It looks to be that there's some irritation around it. Is there anything that we could assist with that?
She turns her head towards you, you can hear her skin cracking as the crown is like adjusting on her head. No, this crown doesn't bring me any pain, only power.
Igor. God. You have. Come on.
Aha. How about this?
We have one more offer. One more offer.
One more.
Right, Igor.
Last offer I'll hear.
Last offer.
Last offer, Igor.
Yes. So, the gods have chosen us to go on this adventure to save the world. And that must mean that we are very powerful. So, my offer to you is that in time of need, we will aid you in quest.
What? That's not the offer, Igor.
Guards, escort them.
Okay, wait.
The spear, Igor.
The two drakes approach you and start like trying to pull at your clothes to get you to leave. They're like cat size, but
Okay.
they're just like trying to get you to leave at this point without as much force as possible.
Igor, the spear. I'm talking about the spear.
She gathers the armor and the spear that you guys left on the ground and puts it next to her throne on either side.
Who gathers
Sits
that?
back on the throne. The queen does.
Oh, okay. So
They pulled it back a
out.
little ways, and then
Sure.
she grabbed them as they were pulling you out.
I mean,
Yeah,
if we're
you
being
got it.
pulled out, what can I
Pulling
do?
at the backs of our like clothes, and we're like
Yeah.
kind of like with the ice just slowly being dragged back.
Yeah, like they'll pull you for a little bit,
Right.
and then they'll fly back around and snap at whoever isn't. They're trying to get you to leave.
Okay. Igor, you had one. We literally had one thing you could have offered. The one thing we could have offered. The one thing we said we were going to offer.
Okay, I
Can we talk
understand.
when we get out? Please,
Where are we? Like,
not in here.
just
Like,
outside
They're pulling. Okay, I'm gonna pull you to a map so it's easier for you guys to see. Because believe it or not, I made a map of this.
We don't need it. Though. We're not gonna fucking fight.
You guys aren't on
We're gonna
the
get this.
map. So let me grab your tokens and place.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
But you're like at
understand
the
where
base
we
of the
are.
ramp right now. Is where I was
Okay.
gonna have.
Okay.
Wait! How would a spear from a god interest you? Heliod
A
himself.
different one.
She raises an eyebrow. How do you mean?
Forged by.
Arabos?
Urafos.
Yes. Theros himself. Wielded by Heliod.
Bring it forward.
I'll bring it forward. I'll kind of like kneel and hold it like this.
Yeah, as you approach and kneel, the two drakes follow you up there.
Now that I'm like closer, can I like look at her crown after hearing Amelia talk about how it looked
Yeah.
strange?
She already kind of pointed out, so you see what everybody saw, where it's the purpling around the head. The skin is cracky. If you want to make another perception check, you can to get further information. But yeah, you can see where like the crown is
Yeah,
embedded
I don't
itself.
go further.
Yeah, you just get that information.
This in exchange for the crown.
Roll a persuasion check.
17?
Lay it down.
Can I insight and see if I think she's
Go for it.
being honest? 19.
She's gonna do the same thing she did with your other equipment. She's just gonna take it and have you escorted.
I have no weapons if I let this go.
That would be a problem, wouldn't it?
I go to like put it. Sorry, go ahead.
Can I just prep something?
Yeah.
If he decides to pick it up and the queen doesn't take it right, Amelia's casting Shield of Faith on him.
Okay. Yeah. She's not really paying attention. She's staring at the spear, so she doesn't see the shimmering shield kind of start to appear around Igor. Or no, you're preparing it. You haven't sent it out, right? Such a bad idea.
I'm just preparing in case it goes like he takes it and she goes, nope.
I'm so sorry, everybody. Igor puts it on the ground and then kicks it up with his hoof and throws it at her.
Yes!
Shield of Faith.
Make an attack with advantage. You do have Shield of Faith now.
Oh, double 30s!
That's damage.
Smite!
Ooh.
Divine
Get to
Smite.
roll. Get to rolling.
Okay. Okay, and then let me Divine Smite this shit.
The biggest smite you got, whatever that is.
Oh, I do have level 2s. Can I have casted it at level 2 or no?
Yeah.
Alright, let me recast that. Didn't even realize I had level 2s. Boom!
So you got 12 from the piercing. You do have a bunch of spear damage still.
True.
From the
Yes.
spear itself.
Wait, 2D. Every time, guys. We forgot to put this in again, didn't we?
I'll just roll
6?
one more d8 because that one was already rolled.
And then it's +3 or something? What were we doing last time?
I
No,
believe
the
it's
plus-
+3, yeah.
+3 is already added in, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Or,
If you
I don't
take-
think it is
Yes,
because
it
it's just
is.
normal spear, isn't it?
Oh, I get an
Usually.
additional +3 for the thing. Yep, okay.
It has a +3 on the 10. It already has a +3 in there.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, because it has a +4 and a +3.
Oh, yeah, because you had a +3 spear that you're using to roll it, I guess. So yeah, that. Yeah, so 6, 9, 6, correct? Am I doing all this right? 12, 21, 23, 33, is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
So you get a
33.
D8 for the spear's damage, +3 to that, which you already have a +3 spear you're using.
Wait, do I get additional damage die
the
on the
target?
Divine Smite?
So when you hit, so the Divine Smite doubles.
Okay.
So you should have. So if you didn't double that, you should have. Spear grants +3 bonus to attack damage roll, so that when you hit with the attack using the spear, the target gains an extra 2d8 radiant damage. So you still have radiant damage as well. On top of that, so you have 6 more d8 of radiant damage to do, I believe.
68? Are you sure?
Wait.
Yeah, because it's 2 more
Doesn't
for your
sound
Divine
right.
Smite, because Divine Smite dice double. And then you have 2 normally from the spear, and that also doubles for crit.
33.
So is that 64?
66. Total?
66?
Yeah.
We have a confused face from Bubba. I want to make sure we got all this right.
Yeah, it
Okay,
doesn't seem
yeah, that doesn't seem right. Okay, so if you're dual wielding, if you're double handing a spear, that's a 1d8, right? So it should just be a 1d6 for throwing.
1d6.
Which
Okay.
he did. It looks like the damage from this was 10 plus
What?
2 piercing, right?
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
the 1d6 for that.
So that's the regular, and then we already did the divine smite, which is 2d8, right?
It's 2. He did a second level Divine Smite, so it's normally 2d8, but with a crit, it's 4.
Right. So he, like I said, he's already got the 2 that's been rolled.
Yeah, so then I added 2 to this roll that he just did.
Sorry, no, he's rolled both of them. So
Yeah,
he's got
a
he got a 6
10.
and then a 9. Or a
Oh,
10.
it is 2d8 on both of those. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 2d8 on both of
Okay,
those.
so
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
I'll
it's an extra, isn't it an extra 2d8 from the spear's ability, right? Is
yeah,
that what
but
it-
then that also gets doubled for the
so
crit.
it just gets doubled. So he only needed to roll
4.
2d8. No, because he rolled 1d8 already. So he needed to. I just don't think it like.
I think
don't know
I
if
think
it
I,
is. He
I'm
got
at
an
49 total.
2d8.
It's what it
So the 12 from the spear was just a d6 and a 2d6s for the damage. Then you had
Right.
which added the +3 in already. And
Then he rolled 2d8 right next to it.
Yep,
it looks
and that's
like.
well, I didn't add the 5 + 6. That's not added at all.
Okay, so I was gonna say
Because
that would be
that's the other 30 critting, is what that damage is. Because he crit on both of them, it gives you the damage for both of them. As if one of them didn't crit. So that, I didn't even add that 5 + 6. So that's not even there.
okay.
Yes. So I'm going to take the 4 and the 3 off of the D8 at the bottom, the 68 at the bottom. I'll take those just off.
Ooh,
because
then
you
it's
shouldn't have
higher than
rolled
the
those two.
49.
So you should have 12, 18, 27. Now I have to remember where this D8. I don't think that's 6. I don't think lives at all, right? Because that's one of the Divine Smite ones that we thought wasn't there. So 27 plus 7 is 34, 41, 48, 53 is what I'm getting.
53, that sounds right.
Sounds great. Sounds
Yes.
like a great first round.
Yeah, that's 58 damage to her.
Can
as the spear impales into her chest. Yes?
Can I also get a bonus action off or no?
Yeah, because you're having a surprise round, essentially.
Okay, I was just making sure. I want to run up to her and then hammering horns her,
All right.
trying to knock her to the ground. So she's got to do a... So she has to succeed on a strength saving throw?
All right.
Against my DC. It's an 8 plus her...
She rolled a 13.
She fails.
All right, what happens to her?
She gets knocked prone.
She's sitting on a throne.
I knock her off of the throne. Prone? No?
So yeah, you guys see Igor do this. He sets the spear down, kicks it up with his hoof, catches it, and chucks it at her, and with a beam of light, hits her right in the chest, and he runs forward and hits her with his horns, knocking her back into her throne more. And as guards, initiative from everybody.
Initiative, you say?
Great.
Oh, did we just get raided?
We just
We
got
might have to do this
raided.
fight then. I was gonna end it. Let's do the
Oh.
fight if everybody's okay with that.
I'm okay with
Yeah,
doing the
that's-
fight.
Yeah?
I can do it.
Do it. You guys
11.
just came in on a fight.
Fight music.
Cannot roll
fight,
initiative
fight,
on any
fight.
character I make.
That's okay. I just got a 5.13, so
All of them have been dex, and I get such crappy initiatives.
this is the first worst initiative I've ever gotten.
Amelia got
Did you just delete them all?
Because
Because it was added into there. Because my 5.13 was in there.
Oh, sorry. I will just type everybody in. It's
Okay.
okay. Not a big deal.
Okay.
Damn.
Amelia. Oh, he's already there. I just added her twice. Tyrim got a 12. Amelia's still
Right.
here. Get out of here. Thank you.
For all the new viewers in the meantime, we
Yes,
are
Cat-
trying to get a crown off the head of what we believe to be a ice dragon of some sort in human form.
Maybe.
Man,
Someone who has a lot of dragon-like qualities. She's got a bunch of frozen treasure. Got some little pet dragons as guards. She's got a nasty crown that's given her some
Well, we were
gross
about to
scabby.
just negotiate with her, but
It
someone
didn't
had
work.
to. You don't know that. You didn't set your spear down. You set it down, kicked it back up, and threw it at her.
The guy incited and she was gonna steal my shit.
As far as I can tell, it looked
What's-
like you just didn't want to give up your spear.
What's worse? What's worse? We're gonna have to fight her a man down, or I get a surprise round on her.
All right,
that was
so
my thought.
Igor, do a perception check for me as she looks into your eyes and her eyes are filled with rage.
Oh shit.
Also, I need a token as I realized. What is a token, you guys?
7 again, dude. I always roll 7 on perception.
One second, let me grab.
That is a good question. How light is it down here?
Because of all the gold and treasure, even with the small torches, it lights it all up, so you're
Okay.
completely fine.
Okay.
You can see it.
Well, I wasn't worried about me. I was just worried about my companions, my coworkers.
So the fire is going to be the layer action. Because why not? It's
Wait,
not actually the fire making the layer action, but the fire is the token for the layer action.
Excuse me, the what?
I put some fire in the sconces. It's just so that there is a token for it there to be later action. 7. It's hard, but something's not right with her eyes. Like, you can see something behind them, which I assume you already kind of knew. But at the top of the round, let's see. As she looks at you, this icy wind comes down from the top of the mountain and starts blowing past. Everybody has disadvantage on saving throws that are based around cold, except for Amelia. You're fine. You're just normal rolling on those. All right, and then it will be the drakes. Both of them fly forward to protect their queen, and they're both going to attempt to make a claw attack on you, Igor. And I know I have another dice. There it is.
Your AC is currently +2.
Ooh,
That's
thank
true.
you.
So there's a 20 and an 18.
Miss. Thank you,
Both of them?
Amelia. Yes. Thanks
Very
to the
nice.
+2.
So yeah, they both charge forward and they miss. And it is now Amelia's turn.
Okay, I guess we're doing this. Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt on who?
Because on the queen, because who else? And we're gonna
Alright.
do that at level 2. If I can click the button.
A
16 to
16
hit.
just misses her. You shoot this
darn.
bolt, and like Igor's kind of still right up on her, and it just takes off part of the edge of her throat.
Alright. And then, so we're not all crammed in the same spot. She's gonna run that way.
All right. And it is now Dyrim's turn.
Great. I'm going to run up to here using 1 key point to bonus action Step of the Wind so I can dash. And I'm going to make 1 attack on this little Drake dude.
All right. That'll hit.
Okay. For 8 damage total.
8.
And then I'm gonna step around and try and roundhouse kick the queen as I move over with another fist attack.
Ooh.
And that 20 will hit.
Ooh.
And I'm going to burn enough to add in a hand of harm into that.
Okay.
So that'll be another. So I'll roll 2 hands of harm.
Yep.
So 12 or 11 normal damage, and then 14 necrotic damage to her.
Even normal, 18 necrotic, so a total of 25.
Yes, and actually, wait, I have a thing. Holy crap.
Monks.
No, I took a feat. Let me get to it.
Oh.
It's on D&D Beyond. Holy crap. Because I took the Crusher feat. When you score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage to a creature, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of my next turn. So everyone has advantage on her.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ooh.
As I just
Jeez.
crack her upside the head with my foot.
Yeah, she just crushes back into the throne. You see the back of the icy throne start to crack as you hit her.
Oh my god.
2 questions. Is she still this doesn't matter anyways, actually, so just forget about it. Because we have advantage anyways. Can I grab my spear with a free action out of her?
Yeah, so you're interact with the object and pull
Sweet.
it out.
Alright, I grab my spear and then I just jab it down into her twice.
Yeah, so you have 2 attacks.
Is do. Bam!
Oh, Jesus!
Yes!
I'm going to
down!
smite on that first one with a level
Alright.
2 smite. This is going to be complicated again.
See,
unfortunately.
I'll try and get. So just roll your damage first for the piercing damage.
You just, I won't hit like the roll button. I'm just gonna like type it all in at
Alright.
once. So it would be
Yeah.
how many D8?
5.
Roll
Because it's
5.
2 from the spear, 2 from first level smite, and then another one from third level smite. Or from second level smite, sorry.
Does she resist? I don't know if you would know. Do you need me to roll it separately?
So it
Question:
so-
Are you
I don't
using
wanna-
this now that you've got the spear
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
hands?
definitely
Are you
two-handed
using
now.
it two-handed? Yeah. So
Definitely.
instead of that D6, it'd be an extra D8.
Yeah, so 2d8, and then what divine smites did you use?
At level 2.
Level 2. So
It
2d6
should
or
just be
2d8. Sorry.
68.
Oh, it's 2d8 from the spear, 4d8 from the spear as well, because of the extra radiant damage, and then a level 4 or level 2 divine smite is another 4. That's 10d8.
Boom! 40 damage. That's it. That's
And then
low.
plus 3, so 43.
43.
Damage. And then you have another attack that
True.
hits.
So I just explode down with that level 2 divine smite, and then crack out another spear attack there for 11. No, that's the d6. 1d8 is 6 damage.
And
Plus
you have
3.
you have 2d8 radiant damage as well from the spear hitting. The spear gets essentially a second level divine smite every time it hits.
I really gotta put this in here as an actual thing. So that would be 16, 17,
21?
19.
No,
19.
19, yeah. 19. Boy, howdy.
Do you include all the radiant damage in? Or the radiant in the dice rolls that we did?
Yeah, we were putting in the radiant from the spear and from the divine smites.
Yeah, that should have been part of the 5, right? Or the D10? The 10d8?
Yeah, that it was.
Okay, what is the extra d8s for?
For the divine, he divine
Second
smited on
attack.
top of that at a second level, which gets doubled to 4. So he had 4 from his second level divine smite. 'cause
Right, I thought you guys included that in the plus 10, or in the 10 d8s.
Yeah,
He has
so
a second attack.
The spear itself
It's the
gets
second
2d8
attack.
radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the second attack, so it does.
Okay, well,
because that isn't added to the initial spear damage because we don't have it actually made. So how much damage was it?
Oh, I didn't see he had a second.
19
Yeah,
on the second
because he
attack.
has multi attack now. So okay. Right. Yeah. All right.
Honestly, Igor has to have almost one-shot this queen.
You don't know. You don't know.
That's a bit scary.
Sharp is quickly adding more HP because Igor has crit on her.
I gotta like actually grab my spear sheet just so I can actually view what I can do, if I can do anything on a bonus action with it. But for now, I will end my turn.
End your turn. All right, Ski. At the end of your turn, you see what was in her eyes before starts to become more prominent as these hexagonal patterns begin to appear in her eyes, and they begin to bulge out from her head. 2 huge feathery antennae come out from the top of her head as well, from behind the crown. And this, I forgot to mention, she does have this long, like, flowing cape on her dress. They begin to form into these 2, like, rounded wings that almost form into kind of this shape, as on her back, and they're kind of laying down at her sides. And the fur, the fur that's around her collar begins to expand down her back as well. And she also grows another pair of limbs right in the middle of her as this giant, let me get you over here, my queen.
My queen, I don't want it. You're my queen.
This giant frozen moth appears
Shit,
where the queen was.
you're wrong.
And she will start to take flight there. She uses her action to disengage from you guys this turn so that she is in the air about 20 feet above you, and then flies back a little bit this
You
way.
say legendary action?
I said a disengage, so you do have Sentinel.
Ah, yes. I will stop her from doing that.
Alright.
Except for the fact that I just said I would do that, which means I'll miss. 17?
17 misses. So yeah, she starts to fly away from you.
Wait, don't you have advantage on her?
Does on all attacks.
Oh!
You do hit then.
I hit!
Alright.
This boss ain't going nowhere.
3d8. I think that's what I should be rolling now. 21. Plus 3.
20.
So 24.
24, yes.
Oh shit, I missed.
She is a new token. I've got to
As I see this giant moth appear, I'm like, the dust makes a lot more sense now. I thought it was just like a weird scab thing.
Igor! It looks like we were wrong!
Yes,
Dyram wasn't going to turn into a giant bus monster!
well, there is still time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there is
assumed
still
he
time.
turned her into a giant bug monster!
You kind of stab the spear into her and pull her back down, so that she stays in place in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that is Ukrit's turn.
Well, there goes all chances at negotiation. We just stabbed her a few times.
Oh,
Alright.
he's here.
I'm gonna do Chaos Bolt. Of course, it's like the one I don't have in Roll 20 because it's a different source book. So it's a +5 on. So it's +5 on each one, and that's a sorcerer one. So I'm gonna first roll my d20 for a sorcerer's ability, and I am casting it at level 3.
Alright.
5. We're still 6. So now it's a.
So it's up to
4.
Yep.
4 and under. Yep. Okay. So then I'm going to roll that. Plus 5. Oh, so that's with advantage. God damn.
Yeah.
That's trash. 12.
Those missed.
Both of those miss. Yeah, well, I just fucking Chaos Bolt did shit. There goes one of my level 3s.
Alright, on the lair action. The d4 to see what happens. A 3. You have another disadvantage on saving throws against against cold effects. The drakes. One is going to turn to you and try and bite you, Dyram. Which it got a 16.
Nope, armor class 18, baby.
All right, and then the other one, it begins to flap its wings, and a cloud of freezing fog begins to appear around it. So I need Dyram and Yegor must make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh shit. 4. We both got 4s.
Or
Both
buddies.
got 4s. So as they begin to flap their wings, or it begins to flap its wings, the crystals start to collect on you. Let me make sure. Deal with that. You take 19 damage, cold damage. So I think you resist it, Dyram. So it'd be half for you. I believe that's what potion of cold resistance it does.
Yes.
So I said 19. Yeah, 19 half to 8. Is that how math works?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8. No, it'd be 9 because 9 is 8.
9. I was right the first time.
Brains are hard. And then both of you make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Still got an 11.
Right.
And
You are both prone as well. Not that it will matter, I don't think, but that is a thing that just happened.
Both fall down.
I am because I used his. Stop. Going away. Stop. Going away. Stop. I click on the little icon thing and it just disappears right away. Okay, I'll just have to
The
remember.
boxes.
Yeah, the little things that put tokens on your tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps going away. Amelia.
Amelia, seeing the fog and the flying, is going to cast Wind Wall.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Something like that for 50 feet.
Okay.
The wall is up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick. It lasts for unfortunately, you use the Shield of Faith, but each creature within it, when it appears, must make the strength saving throw, or they take 3d8 damage. The wind keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay. Small or smaller flying creatures and objects can't pass through the wall. Arrows and bolts can't go through it either.
Okay, so it's just the moth and the one drake, or both drakes have to make this save? And do
Just
the
the
other
one.
two have to make it, or is it just within the line?
Just within the line.
Okay, so just the one drake and the moth.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see. She has different stats now. Wow, she rolled like trash. She got an 11. And the drake got an 11 as well.
Alright, they both take 13 bludgeoning damage.
13 bludgeoning.
And if there's any fog or smoke in the area remaining, it's gone.
There currently isn't any. Jeez. Alright. Cool. And they can't pass through it. I mean, she's kind of in it, so I don't know how that...
Does that
so,
knock her out of it?
Yeah. They can, I'm assuming, get out, but like small creatures wouldn't be able to go back through it.
Okay, so they can choose to get out when they want to. Okay. And you said it's 15 feet high?
15 feet high, 1 foot thick, and 50 foot long-ish.
1.5 high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure I'm hearing that right. Okay, cool. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Direm, you are prone.
I am gonna do a sick flip to stand up. And as I do my sick flip, I am again going to kick out at now this giant moth. Hit with a 22.
That will hit.
And then I'm gonna burn a key point to do a stunning strike. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, Ski.
Nice to have a monk.
That's a dirty 20.
Son of a gun, she passes.
But 10... Oh, God, what's being pushed? That button. I have to delete all these freaking apostrophes that just got put in.
I'm then going to just take 2 more fist attacks. Just bicycle kicking this giant moth. Does an 18 hit? No. Hello?
Oh, hello?
Does an 18 hit her?
An 18 just hits?
Great. Another 8 damage, and then bonus action, I'm going to take 1 more kick. That one's going to miss, though.
Yes, that one does miss.
Okay.
Alright. Igor, you're prone.
I will stand up.
Alright.
Okay. Nice flip. I say to Direm. If we can, try not to kill her. Knock her unconscious. I don't know what accent happened there.
You do see the crown is still on her head, by the way. Just so.
Yeah. I'm saying that because, like, we're under the assumption something's wrong with her.
Okay.
I don't think she's, like, within death's door. Is her flying labored at all or anything?
She's like perched on the throne right now because you stopped her.
Okay. Yeah, I will double spear.
Those both hit.
Yeah. On one of, oh, you know what? It is an action thing. Shit. Oh well, it's fine. I already rolled now. Let's roll.
3d8 for both of them.
Yeah.
And
I'll just roll.
yeah, and the +3 on top of.
And then plus your strength as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do that the other time. That's why that was so low. Ah. I'm rolling it physically, or actually
And
rolling
proficiency too, right?
Not for damage.
Not for damage. Okay. No,
Okay.
I won't give
So
that to you.
24.
24.
Um,
Where's that +4 come?
that's the strength.
Oh, that's your strength. Cool. And that's for the first hit?
No, that's for both.
That's for both.
So there should be another 7.
It should be another
on top
7
of
on top of that. Because that gets added to both the hits.
Okay. I'm just confused by this thing.
No, yeah. It's a lot.
I see. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So 31 damage?
Yeah.
This Moses
Should
kills.
just fucking.
Okay, you've done so much damage.
I know.
Yeah.
I just have so many first level spells now, like that I should have just divine smited, but I'll do it next time. Or I'll do the other action first next time.
Any bonus action?
No. Well, hold on. Can I use Karametra's armor, or do I need the spear for that? That was like something gifted me by Amelia, right?
Yeah,
So I
Amelia
don't need
gave
the
you
spear.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will
that's a tank.
Karametra's armor.
Alright, so +1 to your AC.
Cool.
Because you lost Shield of Faith, just so you're aware
Okay.
of that. Ukrit.
I'm just like, so Ukrit basically was trying to cast Magic Missile, and like these weirdly swirly versions of them like flew outwards and like completely missed, and he's like, what's going on? He's like banging his hand against his other hand like it's like a broken tool. Like, what is happening with this? That's weird. And then like shoots 2 magic missiles at a 3rd level at the 2 ice drakes.
All right.
Oh gosh! As they pop out, almost like was like looking at the bottom. He almost was like, ugh! But that's it. So at 3rd level. Oh my gosh.
So that's all of them, or each of them do that much?
I'm trying to.
Because you rolled 3d4 plus 3.
So that's the first level, and then you rolled a 1 and a 2 plus 2.
Sorry, so I like clicked the thing at the higher level. I'm just I'm a little confused at what some of these are. So 3d4 would be. Oh, so the bottom number is just the regular, and then 4 is extra.
Is the extra missile?
Yeah, and I would have. I was gonna try and separate them, but so let me look at this. So 4 and 4. So 8 to 8 to, and then 7 to this one.
Okay. So
8.
Yep,
And
8 and 7.
And like, oh, as they like kind of the 4 of them. Yeah. Oh, it's because I got 2 ones. It would have said as so like the 5 fly out and like.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna run up here
All right. Cool.
onto the stairs.
Layer action. Is another disadvantage on saving throws against Colt. They keep rolling 3s. The ice drakes. The one that didn't. Well, first let's see if he gets it back. Doesn't. But the other one that didn't use the cloud last time. Actually, he can't because he's in that thing, right? So he's gonna move out of that thing first off. I think he's still kind of in it, but he's gonna move it to the side to hit Direm with a bite. 16 does not hit, correct?
Does not.
The other one's going to try and bite Igor for it 24.
Yeah.
Wait, 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so that's, so he does 3 piercing and 2 cold, so 5 damage total.
Okay. How much did you say? Sorry, 5.
5.
Alright. I just
Big boy at
realized there is a reason we were doing the d6 rolls before. It's because I'm holding a shield.
That will do it. We'll
that
just
is-
do that for now on, that's
Roll
fine.
all that damage.
Fine, that's fine.
I
I'll just
realized
It all comes out in the wash.
I'll just give her a little bit back. It's fine. It's not by much. Amelia.
All right. We'll try another guiding bolt at the 2nd level. Nope.
Yeah, that's gonna miss. Again, you're just not. I mean, she's huge, but I think the vision of this giant moth just kind of throws you off as the bolt goes flying past her. Wait, she lost her turn.
I was gonna say, I think she got skipped somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's because she got a new token. So she's gonna take her turn now. Pretend.
Yeah, she should have been after Ukrit.
She's after Igor right before Ukrit because she got a 10.
Yeah.
So she'll take her turn now, which means she gets to finally do some stuff. She's gonna start flapping her wings. I need dexterity saving throws from Dyram and Igor.
Disadvantage, right?
Nope. This isn't cold.
Oh.
It's just a wing flapping.
26.
Dyram's able to kind of hold himself down, but Ukrit goes flying back 10.
Not Ukrit. Igor.
Or Igor, sorry. Just flying back 10 feet. And that's all she can do. Well, you do actually take damage from as you like tumble backwards. You do take 13 damage.
Ooh, that's a bit.
And Amelia, did you take your turn? Sorry, I kind of got lost.
Yeah, she tried a guiding bolt and it
Oh,
failed.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
Dyram.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a bunch of punching. At least one fist attack, 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Can I get another stunning strike, please?
You can after I put in this damage.
Constitution saving throw.
That's a 25.
Okay, that's not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna take 2 other fist attacks then. If it loads. 16?
Misses.
Okay, I don't think so. And then 1 bonus action. 27.
That
Excellent.
will hit.
Another 10 damage to her.
Alright.
That's all I got.
It looks like she's still got fight in her, but the wing flaps aren't as frequent as before. They're already pretty labored because she is so big, but they aren't as much as they were before. Igor, it's your turn.
What you're saying is that I shouldn't obliterate her right now.
Dealer's choice, really.
Finish
I
her.
feel like she's gonna turn into like a human form again if we finish this form. It's like wild shape. That's my hope. So I'm gonna go
Another
for.
damage.
You could always just say you're doing it non-lethal right now. Non-lethal stabbing with a sun spear.
When you take damage. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Let me just see what this does. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up back into the fight and cast Sunbeam from the spear onto the Moth Maiden.
What does she have to do, or do you just do something?
I have no idea. No, hold on. A beam of light flashes for 5 foot. Oh, each creature in the line doesn't matter because they have to be within 5 feet. They use it for some reason. Oh no, that's a different ability. Fuck, getting so confused. Can I actually reposition it over here?
Yeah.
How would I angle this? What counts
You
as
can
a
do it-
line for you?
You
Would
can
that
just do it straight,
work?
Or either way works,
Okay?
because she does take up that space.
Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll cast it in that line, and this beam of light shoots through. She has to. I don't know.
I think
Let me
it's
see if I can pull it up here.
On a successful save. Okay, there's the word save in here. How much does each creature on the line must save?
So it's a 5 foot wide, 60 foot line. Each creature Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 6d8 radiant damage and is blinded until your next turn. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded.
But like, what is the save?
Constitution.
Constitution. It should be your. Oh, that's right, because it's Crusaor Senya. It's a different save.
That's what
DC
I'm confused by.
18.
Okay.
Ooh.
So she won't do her save. She passed it with flying colors. 26 for her. And then the Drake has to make his, which I don't think he does because he's a little baby boy. Yeah, the Drake does not make it, so he takes full damage and is blind if he survives it, and she takes half.
23.
23 to you. The Drake is still up, but he's looking around. He can't quite see where you are. And 23 halved is 11.
Okay.
She is still up. Very much.
That sucks.
Although she should be real attracted to the point of that spear, because a moth to a flame, she's just like, hello!
I mean, she's been wanting that spear anyway. And it is her turn again. I believe. So, seeing that happen, she's going to she raises her wings again, and a bunch of powder comes off, and as the wind comes down, it picks it up and throws it at you guys. I believe I need a DC. I need a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, from wait, how long is this? I don't know if I hit everybody or not. I just want to see. Ukrit is just safe from it, but all four of you
How'd
up
you
front.
open the door?
What was that? Oh, the wind wall, right?
Yeah, that's that green stuff. It's wind wall, so it shouldn't.
No, I was talking
what
to
does
my
wind wall
dog.
stop?
He opened
Sorry.
the door.
Oh,
It should stop all loose and lightweight materials brought up into the wall fly upward.
you know what? Actually,
It
So,
automatically missed.
I forgot the wind wall was
so-
there. So what I'll have her do instead is she's gonna fly up 15 feet above the. So she's not getting it. I mean, no, she doesn't even have to do that because she's inside of it, and the wall. They're in front of the wall anyway. So yes, it hits all four of you. So you have to do your Constitution save as well. So she stays on her throne and just kind of flaps her wings to do this.
Hey,
Who does it-
rolled a good one.
Who does it hit?
It hits Direm, the two Drakes, and Yegor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, doesn't hit
Oh, okay.
Amelia.
Yeah, when you said all four, I was like, what?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm including the Drakes with you guys because you guys are friends.
Sorry.
I decided.
What?
So this Drake passes, the other Drake doesn't. Amelia, you're fine. Yegor passes, and Direm does a net. This is gonna dice, kids. So a winter blast comes out as a bunch of snow just starts impacting you. I need to get more dice. Direm, how are you looking, dude?
I'm real happy I chugged that cold resistance potion.
Sure.
I feel ya. I'm not gonna lie. Feeling pretty beat up right now.
Look at this.
It's not as bad as it could be.
It sounded like D4 to me. I think we're okay.
Also, big ups to Farika for giving me that potion of cold resistance.
Bless up.
And do you... You're actually immune to that. Alright, so the Drakes take no damage.
Figures.
I just... Because I got so excited, I forgot the number. 31 cold damage.
15.
So it gets half to 15 for both of you.
At 2
So yeah, you
HP.
take 15 cold.
I am still up. 10 out of 34.
Igor?
What?
Are you still up?
Yeah, I'm at 2 HP.
Cool. I will remember that. Alright. Ukrit.
Seeing that, like, oh, this is getting frustrating for me. But now that she's above the wind,
She did stay in
I
it.
kind
I
of fucked up.
decided she stayed in it because she was already.
Oh, she stayed down.
Yeah, she stayed on the throne.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is so frustrating. But I'm going to right here, just step up. And I'm like, he's like flipping through his spell book, like for a situation. He's like, because he's had these like weird things starting to happen with his magic that he doesn't really know. So he's like flipping through, but like the books probably just have like gross shit on them from like years of like dust and like stuff like that from just being out in the wilderness. And he's like licking his thumb as he's doing it and like whatever. So he's getting all this nasty shit and he's like, and I need a DC 14 Dex save from both this Drake and the Moth.
All right, Moth will go first.
That
Passes.
Drake is blind.
Drake got a 10.
Drake
Moth
got
got
a
like past 20 something.
Oh, okay. Let me just see how this, because this cast at second level. No effect if you save, so you're fine. But it's 8 damage to anyone who is in it. And now the stream, it's concentration, so this line stays there. So every turn, I believe that they're on my turn. I believe every turn they keep taking damage.
As long as they stay in it on your turn?
As long as they're in the path on, I think, my turn. Let me check that. But
Is it a wall or is it like on the ground?
It's a stream.
Okay.
It's like a beam, basically, of acid that just keeps. It's a stream of it. It just keeps chucking out of my throat.
Alright. Layer action. Or so as she's like flapping her wings and kicking up all of this dust and snow, the gold that's in the ground and all around you starts to pick it up and glimmers really brightly. Everybody has disadvantage on attacks for the next round. Including these dumb little drakes, and it's their turn. So this one's gonna move out of the line.
Okay, I think I misunderstood the spell. So she saved, so she's fine. It's happens for the moment. I keep the concentration, I think, on.
Can you do it again then?
I feel like the way it's worded. So here's how it's worded: a stream of acid emanates from you in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in the direction you choose. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration, or until a creature uses action. So I think I'm just keeping concentration on keeping the remnants of acid.
Yeah.
On
So it's
Drake.
okay. So it's
So
on.
I think
the
the
Drake.
line doesn't exist. I think it's just that Drake has.
Cool. Okay.
And I think I did. So because episode 1, I did that, and I think I misunderstood what it was.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got acid on him there.
Yeah.
So he'll just stay there then and try to. Actually, we'll see if he gets his thing back. He does. So he's going to kick up his cloud. I need Constitution saving throws from, I believe it's all of them that are up on. Not Amelia. She's off safely. But yeah, it's all 3 of the boys.
1919.
1919. 14.
Switch over. Con save. 17. I'm hardy.
17. Alright, so none of you are going to fall prone, but you 2 take half damage from this. So 3 damage of cold.
Is that
So it's
cold
even further
damage?
halved, so it's 1 for Direm, 3 for the other 2.
But wait, I didn't pass?
You did, but you take half.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying 3 was the roll.
Nope.
3 is half the roll. All right, I'm down. I got as excited. I was like, oh, I take half. I only take 1. I'm okay.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, Igor goes down. And then we still have another baby boy. He didn't use his thing last time, but I'm not gonna double up on it. It's only a 10, so he misses Direm. Oh, I just passed Amelia, but it is your turn.
All right. Amelia will use Mass Healing Word.
Oh,
Very nice.
7 points to the 3 of them.
Nice.
thank
Oh,
you,
so you're-
Amelia.
Thank you.
You're
my
back up, but you
hero.
are prone from getting knocked down from
And
these
then
ice shards
she-
covering your body.
She's that means you owe me, Direm. And moves this way. That's too far. Just in case she needs to go up there.
Direm.
Okay. I look back at Amelia and I'm like, You're doing great. I'll make a note on the invoice. Okay. Ooh, what should I want to do? How's this moth looking? Still pretty labored?
She's still pretty labored. Looks like she's still got quite a bit of fight in her, though. She is.
Dyrum! She's looking like she's in labor! There's going to be more moths coming!
Okay, I'm gonna start with the normal fist attack. I don't know if that hits. 16?
Doesn't hit.
Okay, second one. 15. Shite.
Hit.
I'm just gonna take one bonus action. 18?
That will hit.
Okay, but I am going to use my last key to pump a Hand of Harm into that. That's another 6 necrotic damage to her.
And 17 total?
Yes. So I just kind of brush all the frost that's accumulating on my clothes off and just, okay, it's just me.
Igor.
Alright, it is time I get serious. I thought for a moment that I passed out.
You did!
I did.
I don't believe you. It's funny.
Well, you might have had a concussion. You did hit the ice pretty hard.
We'll check that out after.
I am going to scoot around over here. And I'm gonna do 2 smite. Well, I have to see the roll first, but I'm intending to do 2 smites if I hit both. Okay.
You hit the first one.
20 and then a 6. So I smite on this first one.
That's right, you hit disadvantage, but yeah, you do miss.
Roll 1d6
Or you do hit the first one, sorry.
plus 2d8 plus 3 plus.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, 24, and then I divine smite. So 5 radiant.
29 damage. She's hurting, like, you can see, like, the scales are starting to fall off of her wings, and they're almost not beating anymore. But she's still going.
Alright, if we can, let's try to take her alive.
Alright, any bonus action from you?
Anything fun? That's it. No, that.
Alright. She is going to attempt to grab you, Igor, in a grapple. So you have to make a athletics or acrobatics check against her strength, but she rolled like trash.
Yes!
Yeah, she goes to try and grab you with her moth claws and isn't able to do so. Ooh, crit. That's damage for that Drake, right? How much is it?
So it's on his turn. So the damage that he did before, that would have happened on his turn right afterwards. So on his turn, he'll take the 44.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Ugh. Oh, sorry, I don't know what that was. Oh, excuse me. And he's like,
like a hairball trying to.
oh, that was so gross. Okay, I think we just need to finish this. All right, I'm gonna do a magic missile on it.
And then I'm gonna roll for my wild sorcerer because I'm actually doing chaos bolt.
Lower and lower.
I don't need to roll I need to roll on the fucking thing. 4. That's a wild magic.
Roll a D100 for me, please.
D100 90.
90. Oh, you go invisible. This
90.
is what I think.
Yeah.
What
during
happens?
the time other creatures can't hear you, the invisibility ends. It just okay. They're both. You become invisible for the next minute. During this time, other creatures can't hear you. The invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. So it'll happen.
Oh well, it's about to end in a second.
Well, after the spell goes off, you will.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So the chaos bolt is at 2nd level. So I believe, and I'm using Tides of Chaos, so it's going to be at advantage.
All right, so it's neutral then, correct? Because you're at disadvantage from the layer action.
Right. So just neutral. Okay. Then, if that's the case, I'm just going to use my other portent, and that's a nat 18, so that's a 25.
25, that'll hit.
Instead of my tides. So that'll hit. That means Chaos Bolt. I need to roll. Second roll Chaos Bolt is 2d8 plus 1d6, and then it's extra for being higher level when he goes in well. Takes 1d6 extra damage of the type roll for each slot. So it's gonna be 2d8 and 2d6. So there's the 2d6 and 2d8. So now what happens is I choose between 5 and 7 to decide what type of damage. It's between lightning and psychic, so I think I'm going to choose psychic damage. So that would mean it is all 12. That's 18 psychic damage.
All right.
On this thing.
As this arcane bolt just...
It's like a swirling orb. Instead of like these multiple missiles, it's just like this swirling orb, like, and like turns like this pinkish purple and like electrocutes her brain.
Yeah, like she stumbles back as these electrical shocks course over her head. She's looking hurt, guys.
No,
not doing great.
It was a magic missile at all.
And you turn invisible.
Yeah, no one can hear me say that.
Yeah, that's it. Layer action. That's a 2. I need a dexterity or a strength saving throw from everybody, including Amelia. Amelia, you do it at advantage.
Oh. 18 then.
And Ukrit also needs to do this, yes. 13. Okay, so Ukrit, Dairim, Igor, you, as she's trying to get all of her strength she can to flap her wings, and the snow starts to come from from the ramp, from everywhere that she can gather it from, and it starts to compile upon you. You guys are now restrained until the next turn. So, if I want to recall what restrained is, because I think you might just have disadvantage on attacks, but you can't move. Strength, speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and the creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws as well. Alright, that's the Drake's. I'm gonna roll a d6, see if he gets his stuff back. He does. A little bit away, and he takes damage. Correct?
44 acid. Yeah.
You can go ahead and roll those for me.
Does me getting hit by that affect my concentration?
No.
Okay. 7 acid damage.
7
on
acid.
Drake.
He's starting to lose. Like, they've been kind of flying to attack you guys, and he's starting to lose altitude a little bit. But both of them are going to do bite attacks at advantage on each of you, Dairim and Igor. First one, Dairim. It does an 18. No. Want to double check? Nope, it's only a 17.
17 misses.
Right, and then the other one's going to try and bite Igor. He got a 22.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
All right. So it does. It does 9 total damage in between piercing and cold.
So I have a question.
Yes.
If I have a reaction that lets me attack, but I just have gone down from an attack, do I still have enough time to make the attack before I go unconscious, or no?
I'll say yes, because we ruled this before, that you're able to get the attack in before the other attack comes in. So if you're able to kill him with this, then it won't go through.
I will take my reaction to attack with the spear.
That'll hit.
I'm restrained, so I have disadvantage. Right?
That will not hit.
Alright, I go down.
Alright, Igor is once again down.
Shit.
Amelia, you're just a warm little bundle of healing back there, not getting restrained or anything.
Yeah. He's gonna go this way and another mass healing word to share with all of them again. Another 7.
Nice.
That's actually a bonus action. Ah. Read your spells, people. I don't even know if I can hit anything. 60 feet? Yeah. Oh, Sacred Flame.
Alright, on who?
On
the moth?
Queen over there.
Alright, what kind of save is it?
Dex save, please.
Dex save. She got a 12.
She fails, so she takes 6 radiant damage.
Alright, she has been building these up because she's been rolling so well. Legendary resistance, so she does save now. Yeah.
Amelia stays where she is.
Cool. Dyram.
She moved.
I'm just gonna take 3 attacks at her.
Alright.
Oh, baby!
All 3 will hit.
That's good. With all your disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
I should be rolling. It's only the first numbers, so
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
27.
Dyram. How do you take her down?
Nope. As we've just like stuck in the snow, just absolutely jump out of it, leap off of the Drake, 1 hit to like the center of her chest, 1 to her face, and then just like straight down on the wing, like ripping off some of her scales as I come back down.
Yes, and she goes down. Just this enormous thud as her whole body crashes into the throne and the wings flap down over the sconces, and the treasure chest there.
And just like tuck those scales in the dust in like another pocket. I'm like, bet I'm gonna get a bonus for this.
Alright, she can stop making noise now, but you do still have 2 drakes walking around trying to kill you because you just killed her.
Okay, they are still.
Bring it. That's all I got.
Alright,
As I sink back into the snow.
Yes, you are still I allowed it for flavor, but you're still stuck in the snow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're all still stuck. Oh, okay, cool. I will turn to this Drake and just stab it. 1 stab, and then I am going. This one looked weak, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna kill it then, like this.
Alright, do some damage. Yeah, it dies. Like, you don't even see the burst of radiance come out, it just falls to the ground dead.
Bumble is muted, but I don't know if it's on purpose or not. He's
no,
very
he's invisible
angry
and
with...
can't speak.
Oh, he's very angry
right,
at my
yeah.
decisions.
He is invisible and you can't hear him.
I am gonna then move over. Is this wind thing still up?
Yes, but I think you can move through it. And
I'm
like
just
you,
gonna
I'll
kinda
let you. It's hard. It's difficult rough terrain, but it's not enough that it will stop.
Yeah, and then I'll take my second attack on the one over there.
Right.
Woo!
A crit to round it off. Start a crit, end a crit.
All right.
Do some damage.
2d6 plus 4d8. We got this down, right?
Sure.
23.
That is exactly the right amount to kill him.
Perfect.
Drake drops as
Yeah,
well.
I just stab the pike in it, and the radiant damage explodes it.
And the fight is over.
I think all 3 of us look around and we're like, wait, ooh, crit.
Amelia's actually running to cast Gentle Repose on the moth.
Yeah. Gentle Repose.
Why are you not listening to what I'm telling you? Oh.
Gentle Repose will spare the dying.
I just appear in the middle of the snow pile that I'm in.
Gentle Repose.
Okay, so it doesn't decay.
Yeah.
I mean, does it look like this thing could be saved?
No, Direm hit it pretty damn hard.
Okay.
Direm used his chiropractic to like snap a joint that it needed.
Yeah.
It doesn't work quite as well on exoskeletons. Like, it was just supposed to be an adjustment, and then...
Oh, should I crack the whole thing?
We think we should bring her back?
To life? Can you do this?
Yeah. Well, if I sleep tonight, I can take Revivify, and Gentle Repose does extend the time of death
By
to
8
allow
hours,
those
right?
spells.
I think we should take
As
crown.
long
Sorry.
as... Oh, up to 10 days.
I think we should take crown off of her, and then ask Phoenix.
Because she is a protector and an elder, I feel kind of bad.
Yes,
Is she a protector?
well, if Amelia is right and this crown is driving her mad, then perhaps taking it off and healing her, she will be back to normal and could aid us.
I do think Igor owes her an apology for taking our negotiations and stabbing her with it.
Yes, if that is what
I'm like
what it
digging
takes.
myself out of the snow.
Is there something sinister about this crown at all? Like, is there anything, like, does it feel, give off magic?
Do an insight check for
Bad vibes.
Yeah, I was looking to see if I prepared detect evil or good, but I did not.
or an Arcana check. Sorry, not an insight. Arcana.
That's much worse. 14.
Not bad, though.
It doesn't seem to have mind control properties. It does appear magical, but not in that way, no.
Magical, but I don't know how.
I'm gonna just put my hands around and start trying to rip it off.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, Igor.
Ah, son of a bitch. 8.
Oh, Igor, how much health do you have?
7.
Huh. Igor, you take 18 damage of cold. And as Igor touches this crown, and you can see icicles starting to form up his hands, and he falls backwards unconscious. And that's where we'll end the episode.
Okay.
Well,
This is very good. This is so good.
I hope you guys enjoyed. I know we went super duper late tonight, but we had to keep going with that huge raider we got from. I didn't catch the name.
Featherfall.
Featherfall, yes. I
you.
think like Khan and Erijah and all of them are part of it. So please go check them out for sure. Great guys over there. And thank you all in the chat. There's been so much support for the series, and we can't thank you enough, in all honesty. I've got 3 major acts still sitting over here ready to rumble. I just knew this was going to be a challenge for them, so I didn't want to hit them too hard before this. We got a lot of God stuff today. I'm kind of excited about that. So, again, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next Wednesday. Be sure to join us Sunday and Monday for Dragon of Icefire Peak and Immortus, both at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to go follow all these cool kids, whether it's on their Twitters or if they don't have Twitters, like in their Discords or Twitches, all that fun stuff. And be sure to follow us on all social medias as well at Swindler's Den. Join our Discord. And we'll see you guys next time. It's been great. Bye.
Bye.